Hello, and welcome to Dicebreakers, a TTRPG podcast with mostly accurate rolls and inconsistent character voices. I'm Alex, your host and GM, and with me are Joe, Purdy, and Rowyn. My wonderful players, no Mark. My wonderful players, how are you doing?
You did it backwards.
I did it backwards, and I'll tell you exactly why I did it backwards, because I have the thing on my screen usually that says the text, even though I've done it 4 million times, and I just do it in the right order. But as I was about to read that, Tailspire and just appeared. So I was like, oh, well, I'm doing it off my head today, so I just did it by the people I saw. That's today's scuff. That's today's scuff.
I got really confused and almost called you out on the fact that you forgot a name. I was like, what about Mark? And then I was like, you dumbass, he's not with us today.
He's not with us is a different, that's the meaning.
Time is finally
gathered here today to mourn the loss.
I said he's not with us here today. Not he's not with us altogether.
Anyway.
In fairness, he's also not going to be with us tomorrow.
I'll be with him tomorrow. I will be with him tomorrow.
Yeah, but not us, the collective us.
Well, you know.
And really, what else matters?
I'm going to a beer festival tomorrow.
That sounds
lovely. Oh yeah, I remember you saying
at the zoo. At the zoo.
Ooh, that sounds amazing.
I hope they don't give the beer to the
I'm more
animals.
excited about the zoo than the beer, but that sounds like it'll be
Honestly,
fun.
Well, it depends if it's a wildlife park or a zoo. There's been a few zoos I've been to, because I like seeing wildlife. There's somewhere they're much more like zoos, and it's just depressing. Anyway, now that we've...
Well, it's the Baltimore Zoo, and knowing Baltimore...
Yeah.
I've got an exciting thing tomorrow. I'm going to go pick my cricket.
Nice. I was going to say, but the intro has ended, so we have to stop.
I was about to say,
picking up a cricket?
No, not a cricket. It's a sticker printer. So,
cricket.
As I usually say, now that we've mumbled our way through the intro, shall we listen to a nice little recap that kind of recaps, and then I do like a bit more of a recap afterwards, because that's the way it kind of is these days.
Yes.
Nice.
Why do we do it like that?
Because I like it.
Sure.
We didn't like that.
Who's talking?
Don't we recognize our own mind?
I mean, maybe, but it doesn't usually talk to me. Wait, what didn't you like?
The mind magic. The swirls. The dust. The pain.
Oh, the dust. Angel fire, probably.
Tell us why are we here?
To save Franklin, I guess.
But why? We don't like him.
Yeah, but we do like Neva, and we have to help her. Otherwise, she and Bash will get themselves killed.
And we do like Bash.
I mean, he came all the way from Fluari to help us, so...
And now we are in a strange house, killing strangers.
Hey, they attacked us first.
We like killing strangers.
No, we don't.
Yes, we do.
Can we just get on with what we're doing?
And what's that?
Searching through the lock and key for Franklin. You know, Bash gave us information, we followed it, we raided the front and knocked that girl unconscious. Then we killed 4 people and found horrible drugs, and we raided the upstairs and found a chest, which I opened, and we got hit by the drugs, and Cromwell stole the bracers.
We don't like the dust.
Yeah, we don't like the dust.
We don't like the Cromwell.
Well, yeah, he's being annoying.
We kill the Cromwell.
No, not unless he really gives us a reason. You're starting to concern me.
But I am you.
Then I am starting to concern me.
When are you guys gonna understand that you can't kill Cromwell?
No, when are you going to understand if you keep pushing us, we will kill Cromwell.
This is something that we've literally been over and demonstrated.
Oh my god, we've already started that. So, the only bits that weren't really in that, the main thing is all of you look different, just to go through it. Maisie looks like a little goblin, Carle looks like a feminine elf, Cromwell looks like a feminine halfling, Jameeth looks like a big old masculine hobgoblin, Neva looks like a masculine Triton, and Bash looks like a feminine half-orc. And yeah, currently you are in the Lock and Key, or at the top of the Lock and Key. First floor, second floor if you're from the US. And yes, you just found some braces. I realised I hadn't opened up Tailspar. Well, I had, but I hadn't gone into Tailspar, which I probably should do, because that's what we were using.
While you're doing that, I'm going to say, hey Cal, you should hold on to these braces in your little hidey hole thing. With your braces.
Yeah, he looks over to you and he's just like, oh, well, alright then, I guess it's a good place to put them for now.
Okay. Would you mind holding on to these drugs as well?
I still don't agree with having those. I think we should put
well,
them back.
I'm gonna need those braces back so we can get them identified once this is all over.
Of course.
Yeah.
I love how you do a better Welsh accent than your dad does.
It's not a Welsh accent, it's an Ulsterman accent.
Yeah.
It's Welsh.
So, presumably you've all managed to make your way back over here. Yes, you're still standing in this, just to describe the larger of the rooms around this desk. You have opened up the chest. That puff of whatever it was hit Maisie in the face and she freaked out for a bit. And you would have noticed, Neva most probably more, because you would have been more concerned, that she kind of spaced out for a couple seconds.
Just enough time for an intro to happen.
Yeah, just enough time for a conversational intro to happen, and then you kind of see her shake off a little bit and just be like, "Huh?"
I thought I was in the other room when that happened.
No.
I imagine you'll have come through after the commotion. You can.
You're not currently in this room with us.
You definitely are, because you came in, tried to grab her, and then she freaked out because thought you were a big monster.
I was about to say, I watched that part 8 times.
And I've edited it 8 times as well.
I experienced it.
So anyway, yes, you would have seen her freak out a little, or just space out a little bit, and then come to.
Maisie, are you okay now?
Nope.
What happened?
Whole body hurts. What?
We need to get you checked over when we get out of here.
I'd rather not, because I'm pretty sure I just inhaled drugs.
Well, just to put it out there, do we want to cut our losses now if there's like booby traps for this crazy drug?
We need to find Franklin.
Well, as I said,
what do you think?
I'm just gonna take a bit of a back foot for the rest of this whole little thing.
Yes, and to remind you, your fourth level of our custom exhaustion is minus.
That's why I'm.
Yeah, -4 to modifiers, -1 to death save rolls, and -5 to your speed. Bash looks over to Cromwell and just says, "As we've said before, if you want to leave, you're more than welcome to." But
I just thought it was worth, putting it out there to the group that, there's an off-ramp here if we want it. But
I agree with Bash.
Seems
Why
the
don't you leave?
consensus. What I was going to say, since it seems the consensus, doing a nice thing is that we're staying. Do we need to rejig anything? Does anyone have a shield that you can use that they don't need, for example, or do you currently have a crossbow? If not, can someone give you theirs?
I was about to say, you can have yours back, Maeve. I've still got it.
You're trying to keep Maisie alive, that's what I get.
I guess the crossbow will be good.
I shall give you your crossbow and...
Bash, have you got anything that might help her?
10 bolts.
I mean, I could give you my pistol, but I don't think you'd be very good at using it. You've got no formal training.
I'm not feeling great at using pretty much anything at the moment, but No, that'll probably go worse.
There is a significant chance of self-injury if you misuse this.
Mm-hmm. Sure, the crossbow will be enough.
Okay. Well, shall we continue? I don't want to push, but I feel the longer we wait, the higher the chance of somebody discovering us with our figurative pants down.
Yeah, if
Sure.
you don't mind, I'm just gonna hang back, like nestled right between you and Jay Bash.
Okay. Carla.
Isn't Jay normally at the front?
Yeah.
Yeah, Jay is. I think I moved her over here.
I was thinking
No,
of
yeah, that's
the
alright.
two most competent fighters in the group.
Wow! Doesn't even trust her fucking sister.
Well, I guess
Trust-
See, the
yes.
betrayals have already begun.
we have a
Not
key.
trust you to sacrifice yourself for me in that moment? No, absolutely not.
I will fully sacrifice myself for you.
Exactly, that's the problem.
Yes,
But that's what sisters do.
that's what some sisters do.
Do you have a sister? You said that in a funny way.
I do have a sister. Yes, she's very
sister
lovely.
Would she not, you know, throw
I-
herself in front of a knife for you?
No, but she's not a fighter. I
doubt
wouldn't
it.
blame her. I wouldn't expect.
She's
her
a
to.
lovely girl, just not. Yeah, no, I'd never see Lucy doing that.
This isn't the one who keeps trying to steal your creepy ex-boyfriend.
No, this is my best friend.
I thought that was... No? Were they different
No.
people?
Yes, they are totally different
Not
people.
the same person.
Lucy is a great girl. Siobhan, well, I wouldn't cry if she fell off her airship.
Would you go looking for her if she was stolen by mobsters?
No.
Well, anyway, I think it's time to start moving again.
The silence is deafening.
Yeah, Bash starts leading the way back round to this nice and cramped little hallway to the metal door that you have presumed is, well, in fact, is the only way you haven't yet explored.
Neva, I believe that you have the key, because you were very keen to have it.
As you said last
I
time, keen.
believe I do.
Yes. Has it always done this thing of when you pick up your character, it tells you how far you're moving?
I think that's
No,
more,
it's only
more of
yours.
I think that's more of a new thing.
It doesn't do it for me.
Is it?
They're not.
Yeah,
I can
some.
see it happening for you.
Yeah, I think.
Oh,
yeah,
I can't see it
It
happening.
may
for
be
me
a
at all.
setting.
I can see it for some, but then not when I pick them up.
Yeah.
There will be a setting. So,
Like,
I
can
see
you
it
see
when-
me doing it?
yes.
Yeah. Can you see
Weird.
yourself doing it?
Yeah, and now I can't see... Okay, whoever's picking people up there, I can't see it when they're
No.
doing it.
Strange.
But I can see
Yeah,
it if
that's it,
I
I
pick
can't
other
see
people
it.
up.
I can't see it when I do it. Anyway, I try and insert the key.
Sure. The key fits very snugly into the keyhole. This is more of well, there may be some magical aspects to it, but it does feel more like a mechanical lock, and it's quite a heavy turn. As you try to turn the key, you can feel a lot of mechanics throughout the entire door. There's this large clunk, clank, clink, and ratcheting sound as all sorts of
Joe, please.
all sorts of mechanics are moving to open this. You're sure you never could have bashed your way through this with force. And eventually, as much as it's turned, plonk,
Bashed your way through.
it
Nice.
seems to open. So, the
Is
room
everyone?
it
Oh,
leads
sorry.
you into, I'll give you a little description first, is a complete and stark difference to what you've experienced so far. So far, as you can see, there's this very tavern-y, classic look of wood and stone. Nothing out of the ordinary for a classic shop. You descend down some stone stairs that are fairly flat, considering that, usually these kinds of stairs are a little uneven, into what could only be described as a magical science laboratory of science space of some kind. Laboratory. You see a table with all sorts of weird machines and metal robotic Warforged style arms coming down from the ceiling. You see things and big machines all around the edges. No idea what those are. And in the corner closest to you is this gigantic room within a room, this box which has some kind of lightning-esque sparking thing on the right hand side and a giant door. The thing that brings your attention the most, however, is there are 3 people. 2 of them look like scientists, probably. They look as though they're doing stuff on computers and they're not dressed for any kind of fighting. Another has a very strange aesthetic with bits of metal and stuff in his clothing and some kind of weird rectangular tablet in his hand. He seems to be uninterested until you start to descend the stairs, and over on the side of the room are 5 weird mechanical spiders.
Is this the Frankenstein room from our one-shot series that Joe hosted, just made into Tailspire?
That was more of a doctor's office.
Yeah.
Mm.
Who is first down the steps?
But good callback.
Me.
Okay. As you step down, you immediately see this entire scene. And the person in the corner, this sort of person wearing, as you would look at, sort of like techie stuff, looks up. These 2 scientists wearing, I mean, here they're wearing like radiation suit type things. They're not, but that's the closest I could get. The 2 scientists kind of look up, hesitate, look over at this other guy who seems to obviously be either in charge or at least in charge of this situation, who looks over and says, "Who are you?" as the rest of you start to descend down the stairs.
Who are you?
Well, I'm supposed to be here, so I feel I am allowed to ask that question first. As he starts to take a few steps forwards, but is obviously keeping a distance.
I am looking for someone.
Okay. That's still not who you are.
Agreed.
Answer the question.
I'm David.
Good.
I don't believe you.
I'm gonna telepathically say to Neva, just fucking get him. Let's get in the room. This isn't going anywhere.
Wait for everyone to join me.
As you step to the bottom of the stairs, you see him sort of lean back a little bit, and he pokes on this weird rectangular tablet a little bit.
What are you doing?
Oh, he's already doing that. He taps on those things a little
Yeah,
bit,
no.
and all 5 of these weird mechanical-looking spiders sort of like raise up a little bit, lights appear on their heads, and they just scuttle over to sort of block your path a little bit. So there's no way around them, and they're definitely stopped.
There's no real way out of
There's
here.
no real way out of here, guys.
I'm just assuming that the rest of us will have filed in.
Yeah,
as
you'll
this
be
is
on the
happening,
stairs
right?
currently.
Yeah.
Obviously, that's not. I mean, you can try and put yourself on the stairs. You probably can. It'll step a little weird.
I'm just trying to not be immediately in the shit like I usually am.
Oh.
Hang on, you were at the bottom of the stairs.
Yeah, no, I was seeing if you could step on the stairs.
Oh, yes, you can. Jay. Oh gosh, freaking. You standing there? I would have thought Jay would have gone first. Is that everyone? Oh, it's Carly.
Oh, she's in between Jay and Bash.
Yeah, I thought it would be Jay, me, then Bash.
Freaking, whatever. Here you're on
I
the
got it.
stairs. Yeah, these sort
It's all
of
good.
these little spider things scuttle over, and then he stops and he's like, "Okay,
Like I said, I'm just looking for someone.
that doesn't tell me anything. Tell me who you are."
Kill him now! Get him!
I'm
Get him!
David, like I said.
You're
I-
David?
And I said, "I don't believe you."
That's fine. You can not believe me if you want, but I'm David.
As a great British band from the noughties once said, "Who's David?" I believe we've
What
been
said that?
busted.
He
He's some guy who lives next door.
hesitates for a second. He says, "Fine. don't give me your real name. You're David. But that doesn't explain why you're here. Yes, you're here to find someone. It doesn't explain why you're here. Because you're not supposed to be here.
I've been sent this way to find someone.
By who? By who?
By James.
And who the fuck is James? Roll me a deception.
I
realize I
Jody,
need
I have to ask: is this you not wanting to say Fletcher, or is this you not remembering the name Fletcher?
Me not remembering the name Fletcher.
Well, you could
Okay.
asked, but now you've said James.
Yeah, no.
James Fletcher, you know.
I know, but don't forget, I'm also the same person that called Fletcher a he early. Like,
You
Oh,
remember
yeah.
that, but you don't remember that you were in the room with me at the end of the session? Wow.
yeah. What was I doing? A deception?
Deception, yes.
Sorry.
Oh, I thought
That's
that was us
appropriate.
rolling initiative. Sorry. I'll just use that roll when we get to it.
He says,
I already turned on the fight music, so may as well.
he says, we don't have a James. I suggest you turn around, fuck off.
Are the whole stairs visible?
Yes, so there's no barrier. The top bit will have like
Cool.
the walls of that kind of the upper bit that you obviously I haven't put here, but it's
Can I
no
be
barrier or anything
seen?
like that. Yes, you can all be seen. Possibly Cromwell-ish's feet, but you can all be seen.
I'm just gonna.
Cromwell always just feet.
I'm just gonna
Every day of my life, baby.
loading my crossbow.
You trying to do that subtly, or
I feel like subtlety is gone.
I was gonna say, because if you're doing that subtly, then he would also react. But if you want to try and like, you know,
I'm going to make mental contact with Bash
Mhm.
and ask him, so how do you think this is going? Don't you think we should fucking go and get started? This isn't going well, in my
If you
opinion.
remind him, say, your want for violence is concerning, but that is a separate conversation. As he pulls out his gun.
My want for violence.
Okay.
Okay.
So, seeing as nobody reacted in any kind of like in an immediate way, there's no surprise rounds or any of that. So I am going to take this as an initiative, though of course there's no like specific violent action. It's just this will be an initiative from here. So, obviously I'm going to roll for Carlisle. So what to roll on that one? Maisie,
18.
Neva,
14.
Cromwell.
21.
Ooh.
And I have a question as well, once you're done taking the initiatives.
Yes.
Due to my work on Darwin, our robot, do I have any particular insight about these said robots?
That is interesting. Give me a. Ooh, what would be best for this?
Robot check. Robot
Yeah,
check.
well, it's trying to like it's intelligence, obviously, but there's no like technology one. We'll go for
Arcana's the closest thing we've got to technology.
Mechanical.
Well, it's if they're made with magic, it would be Arcana,
Exactly.
but if they're
So give me
entirely
an Arcana,
mechanical...
but I'll give you an advantage just because you have been working like solidly on a Warforged type thing.
It's pretty good. 22.
Nice. Okay. Obvious stuff first. They're robots. That's without question. And
What?
They are being controlled by.
Egad.
They're being controlled by this dude over in the corner. Those two things you put together pretty quickly. In terms of what they are, very similar makeup to sort of the Warforged that you've seen. There's obviously just going to be like an internal brain of some kind. They're obviously independent, so they can independently move of each other. You don't see any weapons initially. Possibly, like, these legs could be used kind of viciously as claws. They're a little bit sharp and pointy, but there may be something hidden inside. You can see little folds and flaps in playing that the top section could open up, kind of like a utility belt style thing, and stuff could maybe come out and slash or bite or whatever it is. You get the feeling, because they're quite small, that they're not necessarily hugely fast, or at least them being small means if they are fast, they won't be going faster than a normal person. And because you got such a high one, I'd say that you'd be pretty sure that any kind of lightning would be sort of extra effective on these as a
Extra effective one.
So they would be vulnerable to some kind of lightning attack, just because of their general makeup. So the order of this slightly weird entrance to a fight. Cromwell, you are first. Then it'll go Kale. Then these. Oh no, I've read that completely wrong because the scroll. Maisie. Then the Autobot dude.
Roll out.
Yep. Neva, Bash, and then all of the mechano spider things, and then Jameth. It's just like, alright, let's go then. So Cromwell, what is your first movement? You see all these spiders as well. They sort of like stance as if they're ready to move, ready to go.
Yeah, I'm too far away to do the thing that would potentially be really good for us. He couldn't be standing like 10 feet closer to me.
He's not currently standing 10 feet closer, no.
In fact, even if he was standing 5 foot closer, that would
What
work.
a shame.
No chance?
No, you're all the way up at the top of the stairs, but
wait. I'm a halfling.
Yeah.
Halfling human. I can move through people, and I think because specifically I'm a halfling, I can occupy the same space. Let's have a look.
Tiny definitely can. We had this discussion last time. I think you said halflings have the feet.
No, halfling nimbleness. You can move through the space of any creature that is a size larger than yours. I can't occupy the same space. That's a shame.
Tiny occupies.
I think tiny can, and swarms they can also occupy.
Yeah. Okay. Well, how many squares is this? This is 1, 2, 3, 4.
It's 30 feet.
5. I could get next to Neva, and that would be enough.
You could also, because there's no guardrail, you could jump off. Obviously, higher up would potentially have damage, but
fall on my ass.
But the lower bit, where Bash is, you could jump off with no issue. Just if you wanted to go like sort of sideways, or even where Jameth is standing, you could jump off from there diagonally. And
the problem with that is that it doesn't really give me an escape.
Sure.
So we're just going to go with the old fashioned then, because it's not going to work otherwise, I think. Right, I am going to, because he's literally about to attack us. He threatened us with robots, and Bash has gotten out the gun, so he's also clearly about to attack. I'm going to summon my Tentacle of the Deep.
Tentacle.
Which I can summon it within 60 feet. Excellent. So, and it's got a 10-foot range. So I'm going to summon it on the same row as Electric Tech Person, but in between. Oh, am I able to control it? And I can just...
It will in a second once I have given you the permission. There you go.
Excellent. Thank you. Cool. Because it's got a 10-foot reach, which is handy. And it's going to go for Techno Person.
Mm-hmm.
That is 14.
14 to hit. It does indeed hit.
Okay. 9 points of cold damage, and his speed is reduced by 10.
Oh. Yes, it swings round, slaps him round the face. You see this icy little frost left on his skin as he winces and reacts. You can see his reaction is not like you see with a lot of people where they get kind of aggressive and like, oh, I'm going to attack you. It's more like, oh, fucking hell. He obviously doesn't want to be in this situation. Doesn't want to be close to this situation.
Cool. I'm following that up with a Wretched Caress, which is more to hit.
On him, yeah.
So it's just a D10 at the moment. So just one. The most caressy of caresses.
1 damage. Just
Oh. One moment.
that's fine. It's on from your turn anyway. It moves on to Carle. I ask one of you to take over from Carle. I'm gonna open him up anyway. Open up the character sheet anyway, which I should have thought of ahead of time. Most likely, though, however, he will do Fairy Fire. Let's have a look. What spells does he have?
That would be quite helpful if he can
exactly. What has he got? He's got
Is Carly finally going to be really helpful?
1 level 1 left.
He's never going to listen back to the audio,
no,
so
he might do,
they
actually.
can talk shit. They can talk shit.
I'd say this stuff in front of him, it's fine.
Okay, so
I
it's a
know.
60-foot. Oh, no, it's a 20-foot cube. If that's exactly
You
yes.
can
But
certainly get all the bow box.
exactly. He throws out a fairy fire. Moves his hands around, and you see this, as he said before, I believe, sort of fire, but with a lot of steam sort of coming around it, bluish green, that swoops up around all of these little robot boys, and they all get to do some dexterity saves. Yes. I need to bring up what they got as a dex.
Did you just use his last spell slot, or?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
So A, B, C, D, E. Fail, 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 success, success. So A, B, and C all light up. D and E do not.
Okay.
So you get advantage on those. That's wonderful. Carly is then going.
Do they have torches that you can turn on so we know which ones are?
Yeah, that's a
we've
good
got
idea.
advantage on?
Well, when all the torches are on, it's going to be hard to tell which ones.
No, but I think actually there's a way of lighting. Like
You can
changing
change the-
base color. Yes. Nice pink.
Yeah.
That's good. So A, B, and C. Wait, A, B, and C failed. Yes. So. Oh.
Oh, please,
that
shit.
was the wrong button. He disappeared.
I mean, I'm down for that burn.
Well, it doesn't mean he doesn't exist anymore. It just means he's disappeared.
No, I mean, exists
There you go.
doesn't exist.
So those three. He's then going to. Where's he standing currently? You know what? He's going to stay where he is because he's in quite a nice little position. So that's fine. Next up, you hear echoing through the entire of this cold, sort of stony basement. Bits of metal everywhere. A grinding of mechanical bits and pieces from no specific location. Just kind of noises. No idea what it is. There's no particular source. It's just echoing around. Maisie.
Did
Your
you
turn.
give this place lair actions? What the fuck? Sorry, that tilted me.
No.
I'm glad it tilted you because I'm like, I don't know what the fuck this means.
On initiative 20, lair actions happen in some scary games,
Well,
which
you
basically
would know.
means the map itself gets to attack you or have some weird effect.
For some meta knowledge, you would know Carly rolled a 19 for his initiative.
Oh,
Oh,
okay. Okay, well, good to know.
Unless I'm
You
Well,
have to
I-
panic in then, Rowan.
Well, that information is still there. Just so Maisie's gonna hack up a bit of a lung, just with more angel fire stuff.
Mhm.
And just kind of like keel over a little bit, but holding onto the crossbow, like dig her nails into the wood a little bit, and it's going to get a nice blue shimmer around it as she takes aim and fires at Droid Spider C.
First better C. Okay, so is very fire advantage for ranged as well?
Yep.
It's just any attacks, isn't it? So yes, you get your advantage.
That is a 15 to hit.
Did that include the -4?
Yep.
Wonderful. Let me just check on that. Yes. You fire it off, you're feeling exhausted, but it's close enough, you just, boom, just fire off a crossbow bolt, and it shunks straight through some of the metal.
Cool, and some of this is lightning damage. So,
Wonderful.
so 2 lightning damage
Okay.
plus
So is that already doubled, or?
no.
Okay, so 4 lightning
Plus-
damage.
So 4. And then I rolled an 8 on my d8 for 11 piercing.
Okay, you launch this bolt through it, slams straight into the front of it. This bolt of electricity just around it, and it just collapses down.
Got one. And I'll take a seat on the stairs. End my turn.
This would look so funny. Boink. It's upside down.
That's actually really cute.
Poor little robot
Yeah.
spider. Yeah, you hear this, what is obviously mechanical, but can't help but get into your head slightly, this little noise as it shuts
Aw.
down.
Don't
Right.
make me have feelings for them.
So the Meccano dude is going
Greetings.
to. Does the tentacle have 10 foot of range?
10-foot reach, yes.
Cool. So you would get an attack opportunity if he
It's not a creature. It doesn't
an
get
attack
reactions.
opportunity. Good. In which case, he is going to.
Not that he not necessarily.
Yeah, it's true, but it's still. He's probably.
I
still
was not in
going to-
trouble. I thought I was in trouble. I was not in trouble. Cam was in trouble. There was a big spider.
This is spider.
Jelly ate it before I was able to rescue
Well.
him. For once.
So, he's going to run just 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 over into this. Oh, wait, you said is he 5 slower with the cold?
He is 10 slower.
Okay, so he'll just go to here then. So, the other side of the table. He is then going to beep, boop, beep, boop, boop, on his little pad a little bit, and you see this. I say this as though I'm pointing. The keypad to the right of this big door of this chamber lights up.
Uh-oh.
On that turn as well, I'm also going to have these sciencey dudes. One is going to not go on top of the table, but beneath the table. Not that I can do that, and just cower. The other one is going to run over to here. Again, it's hard to put into a place. I'll just say he's to the side of this thing, just again cowering. The two of them are just like, nah! they ain't being involved in this. Neva.
I go there. Can I stabby D?
Yes, so you move towards
D?
this
No,
sort of
not D.
D.
hive of spiders. B.
Yeah. I was at a wrong angle and all the names were melding together.
So yes, you walk over. They're kind of adorable when you get closer. They've got these little
Oh, hey.
glowing eyes which
Rowyn.
are lit up as they look up to you.
What?
You can have your painted dice back. I took these ones out because it rolled a natural 20 when I was checking how this session was going to go. I just rolled a fucking natural 1.
You wasted it.
Have you rolled at advantage? They're fairy
I
fire.
have got advantage.
Yeah, very fine.
Ah, I love you. I'll let you off. Do I get advantage on both stabs?
Yes.
Cool, both are 21 to hit.
Yeah, of course they both hit. Just lean in, stab, stab, jab at these things.
10 damage altogether.
Wonderful. You stab into it, one into its like side. You can hear some mechanical grinding against your blade, and then the other one you stab upwards. It like limps a little bit, like leans down a little bit. Still lights on. They're dimming, but it's apparently still alive, if you can call it that. Bash is just going to. He's going to step down to get out of the way, and he's going to take a shot at.
You're telling me he doesn't want to shoot neither?
Not keen to. He's going to take a shot at. He's going to finish off the one that you just stabbed, because why wouldn't he? So let's have him. Hit. Yeah, 24 to hit. It only had 1 hit point left. He just boom as you step away, and the entire top of it just whoosh, explodes into shards of metal. He's dead. And then he reloads. Okay. These little robo spiders, it is their turn. A is going to step forwards. And then it is going to... the front of it sort of like... levers open to what looks kind of like metal mandibles. And it's just going to bite you in the leg. Or try to.
No.
That's a 19. It does indeed hit
Yep.
you, I would assume. Could you make me a Constitution save whilst you take 7 damage?
10. And how much did you say? 7 damage?
7 damage. Just not enough, unfortunately. It chomps into your leg, and you feel this almost like an injection of something coming through into your ankle. Literally, as lower damage as it could be, 2 damage of poison.
Oh.
As just this searing pain goes up your leg. And you didn't get to 0, that's fine. So yes, it clamps in, injects this poison, lets go.
She definitely squeals like a little baby.
Reasonably so as well. He's dead. D is going to clamber over dead friend and run over to... Recognizably, Cromwell did damage to... So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay. It is going to start climbing up the wall, but not make it yet. Obviously, I just have to enable flying for this to work. So it climbs up to about there, up the wall. And then E is going to... 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. It's going to go all the way to just on the steps and attack Jameth. Which is a 15 to hit, which will hit. So she's going to just chomps her in the ankle. She takes 2 damage. And then, does she save?
She takes honk.
She takes... she does save, so she managed to rip her leg away just before the poison is going to get injected. Jameth's turn, who is going to swing down that sledgehammer as hard as she can down onto this thing in front of her. That's a 15 to hit, which it does. So it's going to do... Where's my thingy? There it is. 8 damage. She just slams down, it like crunches in, leaves this massive dent in the top. Surprisingly, it stands back up, still alive. We move round back to Cromwell, who's been measuring things all of this round.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if that was visible to.
Oh, it was.
Very visible.
So, I have a question, Alex. These like this. Oh, yeah. So. These like half slabs here, is this movable space or no?
It would be movable space, though obviously difficult to walk on because of the way that this works as a game.
Okay.
But he's just a little guy, so.
I'm a little guy.
And that's also a dead spider you'd be walking over, so.
Oh, it is dead, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So you can just like walk
Yes.
on it.
That potentially changes things. How frisky am I feeling?
Frisky.
Do remember, we're here to save Franklin.
That's an excellent point. That is an excellent point. That.
Well, that much, that genuinely will change the decision.
It's threat versus motivation.
Though this does look like a very expensive lab, and getting stuff from here could be lots of moolah.
Yeah, that actually, the money part of it, I hasn't crossed my mind yet. Okay, let's be frisky then. You will see as another tentacle much larger than the tentacle of the deep. As I do this, will kind of, a lot of the time, if they come out of the ground, the tear in space that they come out of looks a lot like a puddle. So this massive tentacle comes out and lifts me from where I am down to here, 30 feet away. Misty Step. That's my bonus action. That gets me... I'm doing like a half measure here. That gets me within 60 feet of this fella. What?
Just the desperateness to get within 60 feet of this man. I need to see what you're trying to do.
Reasonable.
It's for something that may not even work. I'm going to use my action to command, and I will command him to surrender.
Interesting. How does that work? Is that a wisdom save?
It is a wisdom save.
Stats that are...
And as I shout, it can only be one word, but I will say, surrender, bitch!
Bitch doesn't count as a word. 14?
14 is the save.
Okay.
So it
So you
does
see him
nothing.
cowering,
unless he
but
isn't, unless he is intimidated by it.
No, he cowers a little bit, but he's like, nah. It feels as though, as you sort of get into his mind a little bit, it feels as though you are scary, someone else is scarier.
Okay. And then I'll use my 25 foot of movement to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh no, that says 24 there. That's 25.
Yeah.
How handy to have a measuring thing that works just as soon as you pick up.
Yeah, I don't know why that's happening for you and not others. There must be a setting.
It's always
I
happened
haven't-
for me.
I haven't changed
It
anything.
happens sometimes for me and sometimes not, and I don't know what the difference is.
It's possible
Maybe it's-
that it has that it
maybe
has
it's a
done it for me,
hotkey.
and I've never noticed.
Maybe, yeah. No, it doesn't really matter too much. It would be useful.
Cool, that's it for my turn.
Kami's next. Now, issue with Kami is he's run out of spells. So,
Great.
he's going to...
Is that spidery thing within 5 feet of him or at his melee range? Because he could just
No,
whack it.
It's not, but he's not going to do that. He's going to guidance Maisie.
I think
Oh,
guidance takes a minute.
No, it doesn't.
One action touch.
Oh, what am I thinking of? It takes a minute.
lasts a
You're
minute.
thinking 1D&D, maybe.
It lasts.
No,
a
that
minute.
was the thing that it was a reaction.
It lasts. a
Mending's
minute,
what I'm thinking of.
But yes.
I'm thinking of mending.
Yeah, so he sort of puts a hand to you for this. I think he said before it's like a watery sort of wateriness or maybe a mist. Either way, you feel this sort of a little bit of extra pep to your step, though there is a lot of pep missing from that step. I just help you out a little bit, and he's gonna stay where he is. Not really much else he can do from where he is, so you know, it's helpful regardless. You hear this. You weren't here for it. Because you stepped away. I was just actually called you Cromwell, Joe. There was like between steps, there was like a grinding and whirring and mechanical sound, very loud, echoing around the chamber that you weren't able to tell where it's coming from. This time, you hear that grinding mechanical cog sort of sound again, but this time you hear a boom, boom, which is definitely coming from behind these giant doors to your left in to this big chamber.
Did Jay get a turn?
Yes, she swung down and smashed the thing on the
Yeah, she did. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Maisie, it is your turn.
Let me see.
All right.
Is that why I can see into it if I press N?
Yeah, I mean, don't look into it.
Well, there's nothing in there because we don't have
Yeah.
line of sight to whatever it is.
Yeah.
I
mean,
but
I already tried to click
pressed
through it.
N when I was trying to press M.
Alex, how hard would it be for Maisie to hit this keypad that just lit up
To hit it, as into
with a crossbow bolt?
with a crossbow bolt, I mean, extremely difficult. We'll run it by AC, just that's the easiest method. But you'd be very aware, especially since you're not like proficient with a crossbow. You're not, are you?
I am proficient with a crossbow.
Okay.
Yeah. I was gonna say it's her crossbow that she gave
I guess
to...
that affects your roll on your side anyway. Very hard. Possible. Very hard.
For the lore nerds out there, confirmation from Alex there that Gel is set up on alternating current rather than any other kind of electrical standard.
I suppose it would probably be significantly
Why,
easier to
why
go
was
up.
that confirmation?
Because you
To
said
go
we'll
up
do it on
and
AC.
stab it.
An electric keypad.
Sorry, hang on. I've got to build up the possibility of laughing. No, it's not there. So what are you going to do, Ron?
So I figure it would be easier to go up and stab it.
Well, I mean, yeah, a little more accurate for sure. You would have
Hear me
to
out.
jump down.
Yeah, I'm aware. No, I'm small right now, so I can squeeze through J space.
J space, yes. The spider. No.
Oh,
Did you say you're
fucking-
small right now?
Yeah,
Goblin.
I'm a goblin.
Oh, okay. So yes, because it's an alter self rather than disguise self,
Yeah.
isn't it? Yeah.
It's a polyjuice potion. Yes. I'm gonna do it. Listen, as much as I'm trying to be more careful as Maisie right now, I just can't do it. I just can't do it.
I'll tell you what.
You really want to
You-
play your backup character.
Maisie, I'll tell you what helps you make this a little more canon as well. Maisie is like considering not, and then this whisper in your head's just like, do it.
Thank
Do
you.
it.
Thank you. So I'm gonna jump down in Bash's face. Like,
He's
sorry,
like,
excuse me.
What are you doing?
Don't
Thing looks
absolve
dangerous.
Rowyn of the responsibility of the character choices.
He's not absolving me. He's just reinforcing my bad decisions. I don't know if they're going to try to attack me while I'm running away, but they seem focused on other things.
You jump down. I'm going to say that the one that's looking at Jay doesn't get an opportunity attack the way it is, but the one that's clung to the wall will get an opportunity attack as you fall down, though we'll get at a disadvantage because it's clung to the wall and you're literally falling, jumping down.
Sure.
So... disadvantage.
Oh, I didn't
that
take
sounds
my D4
very
damage either.
unlikely. It's an 8 to hit. No, it swipes and just misses you as you jump down.
Cool. So I am not going to stab it per se, but I'm going to get right in front of it with the crossbow because that's what has the electricity on it right now. I feel like that'll be more effective than just a knife stab. So I'm just going to stand here and
Technically, disadvantage with a crossbow, but I will allow you to pull the crossbow bolt out and stab it.
okay.
Jam
I mean,
it.
that's what I wanted to do, but also, like, I don't know if that would have been
No, yeah, just do like
different shit.
Do it like you do your knife, because it's just a melee attack. It's just the damage will be low, but you're not really doing damage in the same way, so it doesn't matter.
Okay. So then that's my... I have my D4 from guidance.
I'm surprised if you miss.
I don't need to use the guidance because I roll a natural 18 and I get a +1 with my -4 right now, so 19.
Okay. You take the bolt, you just slam it into the keypad, and this burst of electricity just slams out of it, and you see this keypad go from lit up to smashed in. Just any kind of electrical life from it just disappears. A little bit of it hanging off that just clogs to the ground. You don't know.
I'll poke around the side and say, "Hope you didn't need that."
You see a fear in the Mechano Boy's eyes, and you initially think, haha, he's scared of me. Then you see this fear as he's looking at the doors, not looking at you. Anyway, it's his turn. He, like, presses, like, very violently on this tablet, and is just like, oh no. And then is going to... Yeah, he puts the tablet on his belt, taps it, like, presses some little things on his right-hand wrist, some extra buttons and things, and then there's this, like, spark, and he just disappears.
Oh, great.
You don't know if he's invisible or if he's...
Oh, he's fucking gone. I'm gonna go get a drink and think about the decisions that I've made for myself.
There's good news and there's bad news with that, because if he's invisible, then he's just wandering around. If he's gone, we are potentially about to be attacked by huge black dragons. Because that shit's even more regulated than it was
Why
in the
did
last
you
campaign.
get... Where did you get black dragons from?
long range teleportation.
Well, if he's not
everyone knows is
invisible,
not
then he's teleported.
Yeah. Although short range teleportation is a thing that is fine in this world.
Yeah, but you've always been a little iffy on what is not, how short is short range.
I mean, you just went 30 feet, and you were this room is definitely not 30 feet tall, so you could at least presume he's gone upwards or downwards or sideways.
Yeah, exactly. But most short range, in fact, I think all short range teleports. I mean, and this is Joe. Obviously, this is not Cromwell thing. Joe knows short range teleports require line of sight almost always. So yeah.
Unless it's some DM fuckery.
Well, that's also true.
Neither. This guy disappears. You see, it does not alter the focus of this spider sitting in front of you.
She definitely screams, "Get this fucking thing off of me," and tries to stab it twice.
Yeah, definitely try. Try.
With advantage.
With advantage still, of course.
Yes. So first one's 22, second one's 19.
Yeah, they both hit. I don't think you need to roll damage.
Has that one been hit?
Yeah, she stabbed it.
Well, currently, I've only done 4 damage. Is that enough?
Yes, it is. You're just like, ah! Bam! You stab it in the top, and again, it just sort of like as it shuts down.
Pew, 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 pew.
Where's the little status upside down? There it is. And he's gone into the abyss. Anything else that he was going to do?
Just scream in pain because she can't do anything else with it.
That's fair enough. Bash is going to look to his right at this one of the stairs and attempt to stab it with a little knife. Technically a bayonet, but I like to think he has a knife. Just 2 attacks, which are going to 15 and 20. Yeah, they both hit. Oh, now we're in trouble. Oh, you're in trouble now. That's the wrong one, actually. 19 damage. He just stabs it through.
Oh my god.
And it just...
Ash, who are you?
Shuts.
An animal.
Oh, wait, hang on. I've got my thingy's incorrect. You stabbed... I've got my health incorrect. You didn't kill the one that was in front of you.
That's why I
I
asked.
wonder that.
I know. I was incorrect. Do you want to roll your damage? Because you did 4 so far, and I want to know how much you did in total. Bash definitely kills this one, because that was the one that had
5.
Okay, so the one that's in front of you. Okay, it's that one. Okay. Yeah, my bad. But yes, so the one that's in front of you, you do stab it through the top, but it doesn't die. It kind of just sparks up. It was the one to the
So
left.
she screamed even more, "Get this fucking thing off of me."
Yes. The one directly in front of you, yes, it is going to, as its action, skitter this way, so not just diagonally, so not breaking any kind of opportunity attacks from you, neither. Focus on the 2 dead ones and use its action. You see it kind of reach out with these weird spindly arms and start like it's very similar to the effect that you see in like the Lego movie when they're making something, like really rapidly fiddling with all the different parts. It does
I've
that.
never watched the Lego movie.
Well, it does that. You're missing out.
Have you seen any Lego game?
Until out
Do they
of
do it there too?
until out of the 2 of them, it makes one full creature
Oh god damn it!
Say,
that lights up and would no longer have fairy fire on
No, keep the fairy fire.
it. It still looks kind of damaged, like it's not perfect, but it's standing. That's all of its go. The one that's just risen up is going to... Who would it attack? I'm going to make it random because it doesn't have. It's just been built. Maisie. There's a 7 hit. No, it like stands up, tries to like pull out its mandible type things, and one of them doesn't come out properly. So when it tries to attack you, it kind of like just weirdly misses. It's a little sad, to be honest. The one that is clinging to the wall is going to actually climb back down because Cromwell has disappeared and attack Bash. Oh, that's better with a 17. I like that. 5. He's got Constitution. She succeeds. So just 5 damage to Bash, which he barely flinches as it just like kind of goes into some armor. Jameeth is going to run downwards over towards 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. These two. And is going to attack.
Smash.
Which one's it going to attack? Which one's looking a bit more damaged? They're both about the same.
Probably the one that Neva hit. Oh, what?
It's going to.
They only got some HP back.
Smack the one that Neva was attacking, just to kind of keep that shiz up because she has advantage as well. Definitely hits. It's like a 20 something. That's a modifier. 21. So definitely hits and does more than enough damage. Yeah, just slams down this sledgehammer on top of A, and it's just flattened, dented, and annihilated. Disappears. Gone. Cromwell. You've watched this man disappear.
Okay. Well, he's either done something similar to what I did and teleported, or I've managed to disintegrate him with my mind. It's 50-50 on which of those it is. So I'm gonna... These two little scientist fellas have just cowered under tables.
Yeah,
and
one's
stuff.
under the table, one's behind. They have made, like, they're just, like, covering their heads and have made no attempt to, like, interact with anything.
Okay. I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3.
Which is a tentacle. No, that's fair enough.
So I can see this person,
Yep,
Scientist A. And I'm going to say to him in my high-pitched halfling woman voice, I'm going to say, tell us everything we want to know, or I'm going to... He doesn't pause. This is Joe pausing.
Mm-hmm.
Tell us everything we want to know, or I'm going to rip your entrails out through your asshole.
Give me an
Christ,
intimidation.
That's just like a free like a reaction. So I'll just say that.
Give me an
You say
intimidation.
roll intimidation. That's only like a 11.
It's good enough. You hear back in your mind, it's like, I don't know what you want to know. You tell to please don't hurt me.
I'm saying that out loud.
Okay, then say it out loud. It's like, I don't
It's
know
a
what you
bonus
wanna
action
know.
if you want to do it mentally.
I don't really know. I work on these things. It's just like splurging out, which is mostly like, well, I don't know. What do you want to know? I don't know.
Okay. Cool. Well, that works out well. So I will use my action to Wretched Caress the robot next to Bash,
It's a wisdom.
which is over 20. So it's
Hang on, before you do the rest of Caress, what's that actually?
Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch Blast, yeah, fine. Just gonna say, I can't remember if that was like something based on round or not.
That's only another 1 damage. This is why I need the level up, you guys. This is why I keep asking for it. As soon as I get that, no more 1 damage.
So hard. Which one was that? Oh yeah, that was that.
The one next to Bash.
One next to Bash.
For my bonus action, I will move the tentacle there and attack with it.
Okay.
Which is 19 and does 6 points of cold damage, and its speed is reduced if that matters.
You slam this tentacle down, bam, and it just flattens. all lights go out. It's dead. And it got revived for like half a second. Carly, what can you do? Not a lot.
You can Sacred Flame this one remaining ribbit.
Yeah, I think that is what it's going to come to. So we're just going to chuck down a Sacred Flame. More than enough area. Let's do a dexterity save. It saves, so...
Nothing.
Puts down these flames, you start to lick out from the ground, and it kind of like balls up. Like there's metal sheathing around it, and the flames sort of around it, but it evidently does no damage.
Now the scary turn.
You hear this whirring and grinding. Bam! As like a massive spider leg slams through the middle of like the crease of this double door on this chamber, and then a second one slams through, and these doors you see sparking and hear this grinding and creaking as they're being pulled open. This horrible screaming noise as they get forced open, and inside you see, if I can, this
thing's so strong it shoved one of those doors through the wall.
right? This horrid, strange, half biological, half spider thing. It doesn't look like a brain like it looks on there. It's like a weird, fleshy spider-esque shape, all malformed, and then these giant mechanical legs coming out the side of it. And it like lets out this weird mixture of like a raw but high-pitched squeal as like little hairs and parts of it kind of like rattle. It's quite enjoyable.
Well, it was nice knowing you guys.
Everyone's thinking what I'm thinking, right?
Run?
We're dead.
No. We did it! We found Franklin! And I'll even say I was wrong. He's alive.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
Clearly this is what remains of Franklin, no?
Holy shit, yeah, totally not in that human-shaped casket pod thing over on the other side of the lab. Definitely the spider robot.
I don't see that. I only see something that's about to be on fire.
I would be really annoyed if Franklin was dead.
I wouldn't. I'd be very pleased.
I'd be very pleased.
I'll be sad and annoyed if he's alive.
I'm really hoping they didn't do some like Captain America super soldier serum on him, and he's now like.
Oh, I don't want him to fight us. I just don't want him to be dead.
Okay.
I want him to be dead. So that's why I tried to have him murdered.
This creature, once the doors get jammed open, you see one of its mechanical legs, like some symbology, some runes of some kind, light up. And this like weird electrical pulse kind of spreads out over Jamoth, Maisie, and Neva. Could you all please make a dexterity saving throw?
Thank God I'm rolling well.
Fuck's sake.
18.
Okay.
9.
9. And okay, that's enough. I can't bother, it's enough. So, Neva, the other two, nothing much really happens, but this sort of electricity kind of like sparks around you, and you see it kind of pertaining, like sparking between your fingers, but you don't feel any pain. That was a fairy fire, so you are not in a good situation. Let's just go. Maisie.
Does my little passenger have anything to say about this thing? Because Maisie's just looking at it going...
It's strangely silent.
Okay. I'm just... Well, this thing I think we're okay to kill. I'll take him and...
Using the words taken out of its misery.
Yeah. Again, rolling very well, thank God. Because I'm only getting a +1 right now. That's a 19 again.
Yes.
Crossbow. Electricity separated again.
This one that it is not. It is not. What's the word? Vulnerable to electricity.
Okay, then I will just include it in the full damage roll. 8 damage. They shoot right into its fleshy bits.
Hang on, sorry, just before. What did you say the roll was?
19.
19. Okay, fine. Yes, how much damage?
8.
8. Yes, it slams into the side of its weird fleshy body, and you see like a spurt of like weird greeny, like kind of blood pus stuff that kind of spurts out a little bit.
This
No,
model
I'm
is
gonna
super
move.
cool. If you look at the back of it, its back, or possibly I guess its front, is like a bird skull.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's cool.
We
Ooh.
could be fighting this thing's ass right now.
Yeah, I don't know. Okay, I'll make that the front just because it looks cooler.
And I'll move right there, just in front of Neva.
Hey.
Is this spider still up? The little one still up too?
Next to Bash.
Yes.
Cool. Because I keep forgetting to do a thing that I can do, and I.
Neva, it is your turn.
So I have a question.
You're welcome.
Does anybody remember where I may have got a potion of greater healing from?
Yes, from the storage room.
Cool.
I thought it was
take that then.
from Bash.
Yeah,
You
you
know.
found them in the storage
Either
room.
way, as long as it's one I'm supposed to have.
Yeah.
That's what I was double checking.
Yeah.
I shall take that. And I can't remember. It's 44 plus 4, isn't it?
44 plus 4, that is indeed true.
Currently in the future, don't say like you're unsure where you got it. Just say confidently that you're going to guzzle the potion, and Alex will be like, she knows what she's talking
I know
about.
when you guys have healing potions.
Do
I give them to
Plus,
you.
Alex knows that I never know what I'm on about.
Yeah, because I don't either.
Oh, thank God. No, not 140.
You heal up, I'm presuming, to full.
Yeah.
Yeah. You chug that thing. All of your wounds start to sort of seal up and
I can breathe again.
what's the word? Clog? No, clot.
Wooden shoes start falling out of Neva.
Yeah, I think she's just gonna camp there for now.
Cool.
Is she though?
Hamper.
No, I'm gonna go up to here.
That's fine. Bash is going to turn around and stab this thing on the ground twice. It's going to hit both of them. And where did my mouse go? There it is. There it is. Right. It's going to do 18 damage. Just stabs it so hard at the top twice that it just collapses down. Makes that same kind of noise.
I was so excited to do a thing, and then I realized these robots probably don't have blood in their body, huh?
Yeah.
The one is what the big thing, right?
Well, the big thing might, but that's not what's relevant right now. I wanted it to hit the dead thing, but I needed to have blood to do that.
Jamuth is going to see this thing,
Cromwell's
and
got blood.
True.
You assume.
Jamuth is going to see this thing and just sort of shake out her arms, drop the
He
sledgehammer
may
to the
just have
ground.
seawater.
Shut up. Drop down the sledgehammer to the ground, and you see her arms and legs and all this start like shifting and creaking and cracking as she extends outwards and transforms, as you've seen before, into this giant jackal-like humanoid werewolf thing. Which I can...
Cool.
Whoop. She does that. That is unfortunately her action, so it's all you can do. But she does it. Cromwell. From where you're standing, I don't think you can actually see what opened up the door, but you know something's fucking big in there.
Yeah. I'll just take a leisurely stroll here. Like, bonus action.
All right then.
Tackle.
Tentacles.
Natural 20.
I mean,
Let's
yeah.
go.
I'll put a 1 on the dice, so 9 plus 4 for 13 cold damage and reduced speed.
Nice.
You said it's a mixture of organic and robotic.
Yes.
How much organic?
Give me a nature.
Enough?
Give me a what?
Nature.
A nature. 12.
You can't really tell. From the outside, the main body of what could be like the abdomen, God, words today. Abdomen of the quote spider is biological, though not a normal spider. The legs are mechanical. You can't, however, tell if any of the insides are mechanical.
And it doesn't have an obvious head.
It does have kind of a head. It's kind of like the weird proportions that you might get on a snowman, where it's kind of like a weird flesh blob on the front with robotic mandibles attached to a weird flesh blob of a body, vaguely in the shape of a spider. And some, like little light robot camera eye things.
Okay. I'll try for a simulate drowning. If you would make a wisdom saving throw for me, please.
Sure. That would be a 18.
Oh yeah.
You try the simulate drowning and there's not a flinch. You don't know if it didn't work. Actually, no, you probably do from your spell. You know that it failed, so it resisted it.
No. Walk a little bit further away. That's it.
Kale. Is going to see the thing
no.
go. Oh no. It's going to hop down a little bit here. God, it's freaking hard to move on these stairs. It's going to move past Neva into the space of the spider. Lean down and give guidance to Bash.
No, but I have guidance. Can we have it at the same time?
Yeah. No, is it concentration?
Yes, it is.
No, you said it's an
It is
action.
concentration. It is an action. It is also concentration.
Oh, because it lasts.
Last.
Yeah, okay.
Ooh.
That's this thing's turn. It is going
I guess
to
Carl's just chosen it for their
take a
favorite.
step forward.
Movie.
Oh, that apparently is the front from the way that it moves. The weird mouth thing. It is going to step forwards. And why? Sorry, the game keeps like reducing what I can see when I don't want it to do that. It is going to
Just move that little green lock thing, or whatever the fuck that is, all the way to the top.
Interesting, actually.
I hate when there's enough of a stat block for you to take like
Yeah,
30 seconds
sorry.
to read it. No, I hate it because that means it's scary.
Okay.
All of its abilities are equally bad.
It's going to look at Maisie.
But there's a big scary jackalware right in front of it.
Could you give me a wisdom saving throw?
Classically good at those, especially when I have -4 to my modifiers.
You hear a voice in your head
That-
that's not a voice you've heard before. As the rest of you see,
That's a
like, some
9.
of the eyes light up. Okay. As a suggestion runs through your head,
Oh, good.
which just says, "Protect me." It's not a voice that you recognize, and you suddenly feel not that you want to hurt your friends, but that you want to help this thing to get the fuck out of here.
Hey.
Of course, from that, it does not attack anything.
My only directive is to protect it.
And it is your turn.
Okay.
Well, okay, so it's a few sentences, but it's like, protect me, release me. Release me! The whole song plays. You're like, that threw off my entire turn.
Yeah, it's really cruel to target me and then have me go directly after.
So, yeah.
Okay. I'm just going to walk up right next to it, put my hand on it, and be like, "All right, everybody, come on, we're making way for this thing. It's got to get out of here."
Bash is like, I don't think so. Kylie,
No,
No,
it's
not happening.
I don't think
it's
that's
got
a
somewhere
good
to be.
idea. We probably shouldn't release it into the streets or anything.
Why? It hasn't. It's perfectly fine. Look at it. It hasn't even hurt us.
Please step away from it.
Okay.
No, look, it deserves to live just like the rest of us, okay?
And Franklin doesn't?
Correct, yes.
Sorry, are we pausing combat for this conversation?
It's
Or,
happening whilst
like-
I'm doing things. What's your passive perception, Cromwell?
My passive perception, not very good, like 11.
Okay. You feel... yes. You feel like... would be generated if someone was walking near you, but you don't see anything.
Okie dokie. Am I able to yell out, "The invisible prick's trying to get away"?
Yeah, for action. You have no idea where, though. Or if
Around
you're
me
correct,
somewhere.
to be fair. Neither.
Huh. Yes.
It's my friend. Don't worry about me. I was trying to... Okay, yeah, go ahead. Sorry. Don't worry about me.
You step down over towards this thing, and as you get closer, you can see like these fine hairs over it, like it's skin, like animal, like pig skin. You know, it has like those fine hairs all over it, and it's weird and malformed. It's a weird,
I've
disgusting.
seen someone try and attack
Amazio's
it,
pet.
haven't I?
Yes, it does have an arrow sticking out of its side.
From me.
Yep. She will attack it then. Or try to.
Okay.
I'm going to do the sacrifice thing to take the hit.
Okay, roll to hit.
What you would.
Well, no, she doesn't have to roll to hit, because for our sacrifice rule, if I say it before it hits, it's just not a crit.
Yeah.
True. Okay, so
It's
you
not
lurch
22
forward
anyway.
with your knife, and Maisie's like, no, and walks in front of you, just straight into the middle of the belly. What's the damage?
6 damage.
You get
How
sneak
much?
attack.
6. Oh shit, I do
Because
damage.
there's friends around me.
Oh, 12 damage.
Fuck.
That's not good. You just stab forwards, and suddenly your knife is in the belly of Maisie, and there's just blood like dripping out. And
Just let out like such a guttural like cry.
yeah, like the entire it like echoes through this this hallway. Do you have anything else?
I don't know what else to do.
Do I get to make any kind of save after being stabbed?
That's the normal attacks. There's not much to
What,
save.
what would you be saving from?
You've already
No,
lost
the wisdom save
Oh,
from the
wisdom
suggestion.
save.
Okay.
Just the description suggestion.
I was thinking, like, save from being stabbed? Like,
No.
Make a gut wound save.
Good thing we're not playing with what are the extreme wound rule things, because every attack does half my health right now.
Okay. If you want, so this is an interesting wording. So I think yes. If you or any of your companions damage the target, the spell ends. It doesn't say if the target gets damaged, but like, I think it's because usually this is against the enemy rather than this way around. So I'm gonna say with the damage, this like cloud over your mind of I must like help this creature just disappears, and you kind of like, for the second time today, shake into a little bit of reality with just this searing hot pain in your stomach. You look down, Neva's got a knife in your stomach.
Ow! I'm sorry.
Bash is just like, what the fuck? And it's just going to shoot this weird creature thing. 18 is going to hit, I believe. Yeah. So does 13 damage. Just boom! This gunshot goes off, goes straight into the weird fleshiness. More of this green ooze spurts out. That's gross. It's looking very hurt. You see this like explode out the back end as well. It's
Oh, like, why are you floundering? Oh, because it exploded out the back end. He's talking about
Shits itself.
diarrhea. I get it.
Jamuth is just going to
Kill Neva.
yeah. Oh, that's what we're doing. Okay. It's just gonna bite and slash at this thing. Dirty 20 to hit for sure. It's gonna do 6 damage, which is perfectly enough. Yeah, she just like sees what's going on. Both clawed hands grips into this weird fleshy head, and her claws go deep inside it. You see her grip and grab 2 handfuls of flesh and just tear sideways as bits of like brain and skull and stem just kind of like out sideways, and the thing just like hits the ground. As we
Do we?
we exit initiative if you are going to do nothing else.
I have stuff.
Yeah, exactly. It is your turn, Cromwell.
Excellent.
Excellent.
Do you know what's really fun? Specific wording on spells.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just on the off chance he was able to get quite well.
Actually, you don't.
You get to hear, and then you just like thump into the back of something invisible.
Oh, that's even better. That means I don't
Exactly.
even have to do the thing.
And you hear a noise.
It'll be like, he's fucking here! Tentacle move and attack.
Let me just clear up the dead thing.
16 plus all sorts.
Yeah.
22. 6 cold damage. Oh, I should have rolled that at disadvantage because I can't see him. Still like 20.
Mm-hmm.
So 6 cold damage, and he has reduced movement.
Yes. I believe. Bear with me. Low pass.
If it's the invisibility spell, he'll need to make a
It's
concentration
concentration,
check.
that's what it is. Yes, which is I can never remember concentration. Like 10 plus the damage or something. How much damage?
No,
is
so it's 2. It's either half the damage or 10, whichever
Whichever's-
is higher. In this case, is 10.
it? It's 10. How much damage was it?
Con save. 6 damage, so he's got to make a con save of 10.
Yeah. He doesn't appear, but you do smack into the side of something.
Cool. I'm then going to take a step backwards.
No, he's not going to take an opportunity attack.
Cool. Wretched Caress.
Trying to get the fuck
Or do I Wretched Caress? I could not take a step backwards and do the thing I was going to do, which, if it works, would really fuck him.
Go for it.
But
Why not? Have fun, I guess.
Are you going to use your new cantrip, Tentacle Fuck? Where you just shove a hand up his ass and it turns into a tentacle?
The new spell, hentai.
listen, puppetry is not a skill that I have access to yet.
Oh, this
We'll
is
get
a
there.
weird
Yeah.
turn.
We'll get there.
Oh, God. If anyone doesn't know, what
Certainly that
those
would be
things
more of
are.
an necrotic touch.
Nobody Google
Sorry.
any of that.
I've told you all that he's here. We know that he's here, so it's not worth spending more resources on. So I will just do a Wretched Caress.
Sure.
Oh, I didn't actually need to move back because it's a disadvantage anyway because he's invisible. That is a 13 to hit.
Yes.
Oh, excellent.
So you blast out and do
5 force damage.
force damage. It impacts.
I put the punch in
The
Punch and Judy.
Carle is going to.
Puppetry joke for the Brits. Do you have Punch and Judy in the States, Rowyn?
Not
I don't think they do.
Not a chance. That's sort of the most
Doesn't
British
surprise
thing
me.
that exists. It's going to
No, Pop to the Shops is the most British thing to
pop
exist.
to the chippy.
It's a creepy puppet show about an abusive puppet and his
is.
wife who
Yeah.
murders him in the end, I think.
It's old.
That just sounds like 1970s Hollywood.
Yeah. Anyway, he's going to fire a crossbow bolt. The disadvantage is going to be a 12, which does hit. Carly's like, okay, and just fires a crossbow bolt here.
Possibly Cromwell.
Yeah, exactly. But I don't hope this doesn't hit you. And then.
Whereas the girls be like, I hope this hits you.
It's 3 damage. You see this crossbow bolt just like bonk into midair and just stay there. It's gone. Maisie. Dripping and bleeding from your gut.
Ouch. I'm just going to crawl into this corner. Oh, I guess I'm going to ascend into that corner.
You died and you're ascending. Ah!
Yep.
Yeah,
I'm
that's just
going.
cool.
Okay. I'm going to ascend into that corner and take a seat and pull out the crossbow one more time. Like I think they attacked like here.
With disadvantage.
Yeah.
-4.
Does a 4 hit?
No, you're just like, ow, bonk, and it just goes fing, straight off the wall.
Well, at least I didn't hit
Turns
one
out
of my
you were shooting-
friends.
You were shooting
No.
like 3
I'm
miles
kidding.
to the left.
I'm kidding. I'm fine. I'm totally fine. Freddy just looks so concerned.
I am torn between stabbing Maisie is a good story beat
Yeah.
and how neither would feel about it.
I honestly think the thing that would relax Purdy the most about our games is if Maisie actually died and was not brought back, because it would remove so much stress from you.
Yeah, because somehow, even when I get low, I don't die. Maisie, however, is constantly on the verge of dying.
Okay, Neva. Because you're all paying attention, can everybody give me a perception?
5. Wait, no. No. -2 actually, so 2.
Well, I'll take her 5 then.
12.
None of you
We're
noticed
so
anything.
perceptive.
I mean, Cal is our best perceiver. He's our only wisdom-based character.
Listen, I've got a +2 to wisdom normally. I just have -4 right now.
Bash. Ooh, Ash gets a +6 to perception.
Ooh, baby.
Dirty 20. You see him like looking around. He's like, I heard footsteps. He's going up the stairs. Which is incredible. You managed to get past Carly.
I was about to say, surely Carlo would feel
I know,
it.
right? Oh, and Neva.
Yeah.
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 I am currently trying to work out whether she'd want to stay with her sister or go after this guy.
It's fine. I can clot my wound myself. It's fine.
She'll go after the guy then.
Okay.
She can get to here as long as she doesn't bump into the guy.
You get to one space before that, before you go headfirst into his ass.
Can I grab hold of him then?
Yes, that's a grapple. Give me it's athletics for you. And he gets to do something. As well.
14.
21. You
Yeah, I thought
grip
you-
something, but then he just slips out of your hands. Although you do know where he is, so you would be obviously trying to grab, so people are aware. Bash is going to take a few steps this way, look that way, and shoot where, hopefully, just shoot where you were.
Just in case he didn't have it, he's got -10 on speed, remember, for that, whatever that movement was.
He just fires, boom! And he's going to do... 9 damage. You try to grab onto something, and in that tussle, suddenly there's a gunshot, and this person in front of you appears at the same time as you see his head just like blast out one side as a bullet goes straight through it, as he collapses down to the ground on the stairs.
I will never get used to people dying in front of me.
As we exit initiative. Silent for a second, probably, as everyone's just looking around, surveying.
I will
Okay, so it is
obviously
silent.
go to
We don't
Mason.
hear people coming down the stairs towards
You don't
us.
hear
then.
anything. No clattering. There's the room is making noise. There's like a low hum of like the electronics, and then this sparking electricity every now and again, kind of noise. But from people, not much, other than some quivering you can hear in the corners.
Right, one under the desk will tell you whatever you need to know.
Turn back to Jay.
I've already broken him. Or whatever pronouns they use. I didn't ask. It's hard to see under their clothes.
Neva will go down to Maisie, make sure she's okay, apologise profusely, constantly, but then turn and shout, saying, "Do you have anyone else down here with you?"
You can just hear like an incoherent mumbling. You'd have to get closer. There's just like, I don't want to just say so. I want to do it for this. Going over here. I don't want to die. That's, we can really hear.
Maisie, have you got a healing potion on you?
No, I use it to be not dead.
Anyone got a spare that we can use?
I think I'm fine though. Look, the revivification thing is doing wonders for me, and there's just like a little crystal glass thing blocking the wound hole from bleeding.
I'm just gonna step down and just Carly in the most Carly way. So we're like, well, I've run out of energy for the day unless we can find some kind of a way for us to feel better.
Does Cal have his channel divinity?
Has that been used?
I don't think he has.
It doesn't seem to be
Also,
used, no.
in the whole fight,
Does he have the thing where he can convert that into a spell slot?
Has he not got magic missile on his bases as well?
He does. I didn't use it.
Oh, you did know. You remembered about it.
Yeah. Although I thought he did have the thing where he could convert, get an additional Spell slot, but I can't see it on
Slot.
here. Slot.
Did he not enable it? It's one of those
I'll have a
additional
look
things,
at-
isn't it?
Yeah, it's an optional feature, so you might have
there
just
it is.
decided not to have
It's
it. But I
fantastic.
thought he'd done
I
it
have
before.
Got it. It's
It's a second level
harness
thing.
divine power. You can expend the use of your channel's ability
Yeah.
to fuel your spells. As a bonus action, you regain 1 expended spell shot up to level 1. So yes, he's going to use that. Then obviously use the channel divinity. Did it do that? No, there it is. And then get 1 spell slot back as you. So it's like, I could give you some healing.
I'm totally fine. Is the
You're
thing.
obviously not.
I'm doing great. Look, the bleeding has stopped. It's fine.
Mm-hmm.
While that's happening, I would like to take all this man's possessions.
Roll me a investigation to find the stuff on him. Carly's just gonna like come over to you, Maisie, and just put a hand on your shoulder and just be like, I think you should probably be feeling better, especially since we're down here. And he's just gonna do cure wounds.
Damn it.
So you see this like water come over your wounds, and you can fall back. Roll the 1 on a d8.
You doubled my health.
It heals a little bit.
18.
18. There's no like. There's a lot of pockets on this thing, but none of them have like anything in them. The only things that are on him of any kind of note is just a bunch of this technology. You can see that there's this tablet that he was using. You don't recognize any of it. You could take it, but this is completely foreign to you. You just know that he was tapping it and things were happening around this room, like the robots and such. And then on his other wrist, you have this weird bracer of some kind that he was tapping when he went invisible, which you can remove from him. Again, you have no idea how to use it.
So I will take both of those, and I will say to Cal, or to Alex, hey, does any of this shit or these robots fit in your gloves as well? Might be useful to add to Darwin. We could spawn like multiple baby bears.
Maybe. I think did he already have something? I swear he already has something in his things other than the braces.
He has the gloves. I don't know about anything else. But I don't know what the limits of this item are. I don't know what the capacity is. Anyway, so that's why I have to ask you.
We had kept some flasks in there, but we've since taken them out. We put the purple orb in there when we had it, but that's been...
Oh, he can do 5 items, so it was 3. So yes, he can probably hold on to both of those. But keep them in your inventory, because I don't want to edit his for now.
Can he take the robots as well?
No, too big.
I don't know. I probably don't know enough about the robots to try and take out
just so you
whatever
know,
would be useful.
5 items no larger than a scroll or a small weapon, and these robots are they're large, they're like giant spiders, up to your knees kind of thing. They are big machines.
Dog size.
Yeah, like a small dog. Just weird.
Chihuahua size.
Chihuahua.
Mystery iPad.
Yep, and then
Add
a bracer of
item.
invisibility, and then in brackets maybe just like technology.
Bracer
Just for your own sake. That's not what it is,
of
but that's what. Just so for your reference.
Check.
Joe, which one of you got connection?
Mystery.
Or which one did you scare?
The one hiding under the table, not the one hiding under the pipe.
Okay. Are you okay there, Rowyn?
I'm doing great.
Maisie's just kind of like glitching for me.
Yeah, I
as she
know.
walks
Because
around.
Rowan's using the arrow keys to move around.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Yeah, so there's one on the table. It's just like,
yeah.
there's a place I have. I just want to go home. I don't want to die. Please, I don't want to have it.
We're not gonna kill you.
I might kill you.
The small one over there said that she might pull my entrails out of my ass.
Yeah, well,
He might.
ignore her.
He? Sorry.
Excuse you. She.
I need
So
to know if you have anyone else here with you.
It's the other scientist over there. I don't know. I mean, I come down and I'm employed to do the science stuff, and then there's the door over there. There might be people.
What's in this thing?
So you go over to the side. There's this weird for the podcast, like it's like a pod with gigantic mechanics over the side of it, and a screen of some kind, very similar to that iPad-y type thing, on the right-hand side. The top of this pod is glass, and inside it's full of this sort of amber-esque liquid, which you see through. And inside it, you can see some kind of a creature. It's humanoid-ish, about the size of a child. It doesn't really have any features, like its mouth doesn't really exist, its nose is kind of pressed into, like, it's kind of like if you took a face and pulled rubber over it. That's kind of what the face looks like. It's very emaciated, the arms and stuff, you can mostly just see like skin on bone, and it's kind of just like, in fact, I tell you what, very similar to Baby Voldemort in like Harry Potter, whatever the hell it is, like that sort of weird, horrid looking thing, just sort of floating in this liquid.
What
found
the
him, guys.
fuck is this? Sorry,
You
what
found
the fuck is
dehydrated
this?
Franklin.
What are they looking at?
Experiment.
How long have you been doing that experiment?
That one in particular, has been growing for like, you just see like visible sweat, just like growing for like 3 weeks. It's not really
Okay.
successful.
That's fine. That's all I need to know. We're not going to hurt you.
I might hurt you.
Ignore them, because I will hurt them at any possible chance. But we will not hurt you.
There's like no relief in this face.
Just stay
The
there.
tentacle probably disappears about this time, Alex, if that is of any import.
Both of you stay here until we come and get you.
Okay.
Tie yourselves to a pipe or something.
No, don't do that. Ignore that thing.
Is there, what's? Can I take a closer
Wait.
look at this weird spider thing? What's up with
Yeah,
that?
give me a nature.
Oh, telepathically, I will say to the scared one, "How do I get into the cash drawer upstairs?"
I'm not allowed into.
15.
What's your social security number?
What's the social security number? 15. When you get in real close, as you sort of go in and poke it, there's like a twitch from one of the legs, and you freak out for a second, but it was probably just reactionary. It doesn't move. You can see, I don't know, this, in fact, actually, this skin-like texture is very similar to that of whatever the hell's growing in that pod over there. Like formulated, horrid skin, bits shoved into it. You can see these robotic legs are like deep inside, stitched on. The eyes, or like robot eyes and things, are weirdly attached in. Now that you can see the sides of the heads have been blown open, you see there's mechanical wiring going into what's left of the brain. It's obviously been partially grown and then modified, but it's not natural. Like, nothing about it is natural. Even the original, or so to say, the biological side of it just doesn't look like it was ever anything.
I keep expecting you to say, yeah, you recognise it. It's partly Franklin.
Yeah, the texture of the skin feels like Franklin giving you a noogie.
Paddy, I want you to know that if this was reversed and this was a game I was DMing, 100% that would have been Franklin.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
If I was DMing
Same.
it would totally be Franklin.
Yeah, cool. Glad that we're all. Alex, I think you've awarded yourself like the least cruel DM of the podcast award.
But like, I'm the long.
Yeah, you are
campaign
the
DM.
long con. You are the long con. Yeah.
You guys are just like, everything's fucked up right now. I'm like, everything's fucked
We're
up.
gonna open that door and he'll just be like lying in a pool of blood, just like normally dead rather than like fucked up dead.
Is this thing a door that Cromwell
we-
and
Yes, it seems
Okay.
to be a door.
Can I
door
investigate
Because
it?
Yeah, you can give me an
it's
investigation.
just kind of like
Yeah, you
sitting
go
there.
first.
So I was like, I don't know what that is.
Well, I'm not going to get very far with a natural fucking one.
It's not a door. It's just a wall.
Rowyn, your dice are screwing me today.
You have advantage.
No, I don't.
But yeah, why would there be advantage?
Shut the fuck up. Yes, you do.
You're in a way today, Rowyn.
I'm 2 wines in, is what I am.
And also, Rowyn doesn't want their dice to be the bad ones. They're going back in the box.
It's not a door.
No!
It's not a door to you.
Purdy, join me in playing a halfling. Very, very few net ones ever.
If
Bash.
neither ever dies, we'll find out.
Because I don't need to like keep it a secret anymore. Maisie, in your head, this voice kind of speaks up again, and it's like, "We need to heal."
No, we're feeling fine.
We need to heal.
Okay, how?
There's a pause. Ask the science man.
Hey, you got like a med kit or something?
As you walk over, just a little flinch. I don't make it so much, but I mean, if there's a machine I could potentially, I could help you if you needed me to.
Her turn, I will kill you.
What?
Who, me? You already stabbed me, so I mean, killing me is, guess, the next logical step.
You have to
I hate you.
lie down on the table.
What table?
In front, like where these arms are above. She moves this like weird nubbin thing, like jars and such, and it's obviously somewhere you could lie down.
Okay, don't do anything fucked up to me, otherwise the others will kill you.
Do you want to stand on there? It doesn't want you to, does it?
Yeah, it doesn't want me to.
No, you can't stand on the table. Okay, you lie down, and she like trembling, like obviously significantly trembling, goes over to the machine, like just gonna press some buttons.
Steady your hands there.
Just press some buttons, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And just like pokes a few things, and these arms just start like leaning down. One has like a weird attachment on it, some other things, and they start manipulating like where the cuts are and sealing, like a little laser kind of goes across it. Doesn't hurt. It's a little stingy, but like it's obviously fixing it up and all these kinds of things. I'll give you a long rest for that.
Woo! That gets rid of 2 levels of exhaustion too.
Yes, you're only on 2 exhaustion. You feel a lot better. I mean, like a lot better. This is a good. Okay.
Can you do that one again? That felt great.
Won't work for another few hours with the magic.
Okay.
Nika will walk over and put a hand on her shoulder. Calm down. I just want to say thank you. And genuinely, calm down.
Meanwhile, I am yelling at the other one to turn out their pockets.
Just like takes out the pockets, and there's just like there's a few things. There's not normal pockets. It's more like a pouch on this outfit, where she like puts a hand in, and there's just like 2 syringes of something, like a weird clearish yellow liquid, and then just like a notepad. Just like trembling hands those over to you.
Will you stop scaring these poor people?
What happens if I inject you with this stuff?
Not a lot.
What is it?
It's like a kind of like stem cells.
Ah, so Franklin piss juice.
I don't know what stem cells are.
It's kind of like healthy.
Sounds like something a small portion of political people would have a problem with for no solid reason.
It can reform flesh and things and make you feel better.
It's like a healing potion.
Problem.
Yeah, kind of like a healing potion, but like, you know, yeah.
So if we stab ourselves with these, they'll heal us.
Uh-huh.
I'll toss one to Maisie, and I'll toss the other one to Neva. I'll be like, just in case they're lying, you might want to do your, I don't know, research stuff. And
also gives back magical things.
Oh, well, in that case, give them back to me. I need that
You've already
shit.
passed it to me. I ain't giving it back.
Yeah, I'll pocket mine.
I'll remember that.
Carly wanders over. Is like, I don't know if I want to necessarily be in the middle of these things, but if you want me to be,
Oh, Kyle, you can have mine.
Oh yeah, give them to Cal. Cal needs them way more than you two do.
Mhm.
Yep.
Carly,
We
like,
both could
Right.
take
takes
that.
the syringe and is just like, you see on his face, he's like, is this a good idea? Like
Inject the
Mhm.
needle we got off our enemy because they told us it was fine.
These people seem like very honorable people that are honestly just in the worst situation they've ever been in their lives. And
I'm gonna
yeah, I trust them if they say that it's not going to kill us.
I'm gonna flip this notepad open to the first page. See, note to self: do not inject self with those syringes I'm
Formula
carrying
for complete
around.
poison. No, the notepad is just like a bunch of notes about like the things you kind of see in this room, like a load of formulas, stuff that you fully do not recognize. Like this is intelligent shit about the machines, stem cells, whatever, growing things, like that big mechanical spider thing, just like all sorts of genetic kind of robogenetic research that is far beyond anything you could understand. Carly
Cool.
is going to.
Pocket that.
I'll do what Manen always does. He's gonna be stupid and just okay, and he stabs himself with the injection and goes in. And there's a weird pulse of like magic over his body coming from where he injected. And he's like, "Oh, all right, I feel a lot better." As he gets a long rest.
Nice. It's scary how often you're giving us long rests. I don't.
Does anybody else want to
feels-
take the other one? Anybody need it?
As much as I hate to say this, I think Cromwell benefit from it.
No, Cromwell's fine. Look at him. He doesn't even get involved in the fights, really. He just goes around looking for opportunities to make money while we're all fighting for our lives.
Where were you during this last thing?
Dying on the floor after my sister stabbed me.
Look,
Yeah,
it was an accident.
funny that, isn't
you
it?
stood in my way.
Yeah, Bash is over like.
You
Okay.
weren't there when I went to stab.
Bash comes over like, okay, listen, I will admit that we obviously are having issues with the whole Cromwell party side of things, but we must all admit that he definitely was an asset to the fight.
I am not denying that, and I think Cromwell will benefit from this.
Yes.
I haven't
Maisie?
said that I'm not going to take it. You said Cromwell should have this, and Maisie went, Cromwell sucks.
Yes.
Maisie, I do feel
Correct.
we're
That's
being
the
a little
sequence of
unfair.
events.
Okay.
Admittedly, we have spent a lot of time with Cromwell.
That's fair, and
We'll
obviously you
give
know
her
him
that.
better than I, but
Yeah.
from the little I've seen, though contentious, he has been here, helpful.
Spend a lot of time dunking on me when I'm saving your asses.
No, the thing is, anytime we give him any kind of compliment, he takes that to heart and then just uses it to boost his ego like 500 times, and we never hear the end of it.
So they don't get it, Bash. You, like I said, you can fit in with poor people. They don't understand.
This has got nothing to do with your financial
Someone open that
standing,
goddamn
guys.
door. I'm tired of this.
Did you-
I'm
What
trying
door?
to.
Is Cromwell
I'm
gonna
sitting here shaking this hourglass on the door.
Yeah,
and
I'll
it's
take
not-
it and put it in my pocket as I ask you, is it potion bonus action to take or action to take?
It'll be an action to take. It is a long rest in a bottle.
I shall
Bring us the
keep
Richard
that
House.
in mind as I add long rest in a bottle to my inventory. That will come in handy at level 20.
Sorry, some gas was escaping from the like monster in the corner. Yeah, the door just is. There's nothing to open. You're just looking at it. It's just a fucking door. There's no handle.
Cromwell, where's that tablet?
Beep, 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 beep,
I'm-
beep, beep.
I'm holding it.
There's nothing to beep.
Is
Are there
there
not
any
big
way
buttons
of
on the door?
opening the door on it?
My voice told me that I didn't understand it when I looked at it, so I'm gonna say no.
You understand the language. It was just more you wouldn't know how to use it. But you can do like a. I will give you a No, Arcana with disadvantage.
A voice said, "Now is not the time to use this," in your head. The time or place, excuse me.
12.
You get the feeling that someone with good knowledge obviously would be able to help you out. This probably is, like, considering what's been going on with the room, this probably is a tool that you could use to open up the door, just you're not the person to do it.
Bash!
Yes.
Get your butt over here.
How about one of the very kind scientists that know how this shit works.
That's the second option, because they might
Why
use
not
it to
before?
blow us up.
I
I
very
don't-
doubt it.
Bash steps over.
Ash,
Yes.
do your parents invented technology? Do you?
Weaponry.
Technology,
mostly.
much?
I have some idea of technology, not a lot. I'll be honest with you.
Try and do a technology to open the door.
Alright, okay.
You can look at the thing if you need to.
He looks at it and he's just like, I do not know what I am looking at here. This is.
Right, you person whose entrails are so far undetermined.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Are they both?
Open-
do we both know they're
open door.
females?
Yeah, closer inspection, they're both feminine.
Ladies,
Open
what are
door.
your names?
The one that was under the desk is like, Terry, and
Harry?
the one over hiding behind the thing is like, I'm fine.
Fine.
Terry and Fide.
Cool. I hope you guys know that we have to kill them and it's your fault because you said my name out loud a bunch of times.
We're not.
Bash, that's you too.
We are not killing them.
We have to. They know my name. You said it out loud.
We are not
loads.
killing them.
You get it, right? Turning to the scientist.
That was her shitting herself.
What if they have families?
You got life insurance?
We're not
Terrible
killing
mistake.
them.
Well, otherwise they're going to tell Fletcher who I am and therefore who all of us are.
Can we please just make our way through this fucking building?
I am so sorry this is such an inconvenience to you, Bash. But I'm trying to save other people's lives as well.
The longer we stand around, the higher the chance that all of us are going to die. You stand
Fine.
here bickering constantly.
All of us dying is what I'm trying to avoid.
Me
Where do you
too.
live? You.
Which one? The one under the table?
Either or both.
I'm not going to come up with an address on the spot, but like, there's a vague mumble of like a location near-ish by.
I would like to insight check that to see if they are lying.
802 Fuck You Street.
123 Fake Street.
It's only a 10.
They rolled worse. Also, they're terrified of you. It's not a lie.
Okay, and you?
Also,
Where do you
gives an
live?
address. I presume we're going the same thing.
Yeah.
Also terrified of you.
20 dirty.
They're both like, there is no chance either of them are lying. You can tell through and through.
Okay. You got families?
Fide has, Terry doesn't.
Okay. Five. If I find out that you told anyone any of our names or anything that you heard here, I'm going to come and I'm going to get Terry and I'm going to tie their entrails up in front of your family and then use them to strangle you in front of them. Terry, I'm going to do the others, but I'm going to gather a whole bunch of strangers, so it'll have a little bit less impact, but you get the point. Capiche? Okay. Now I'm satisfied. We can let them go now if you'd like to.
Yes.
They both just like start slowly moving towards the stairs until they feel they're like far enough away that they just sprint. Just absolutely sprint out of here.
They didn't open the door.
Oh, open the door first. Like we told you minutes ago.
You catch them just before they leave, and yes, they sort of like poke a few buttons on one of the consoles, and the door opens. A corridor, the same sort of, I didn't really describe before, but it's like dark black stone tiled ground. Same walls that just leads forwards, and you can see a left turn. Obviously on the map, you can see that leads to another door.
Okay.
Quiet and echoey, but not a lot going on in there. Yeah, I presume everybody's filing up to this door. As you walk up to the door, is that everybody? I believe it is.
Except Cromwell. Wait. Yeah.
No
Oh,
problem.
That promo.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, I think we were both trying to move at the same time.
Yeah.
As you walk up to the door, it automatically opens up and reveals this
Thanks for that.
gigantic chamber with only sort of one thing to focus on in the middle. And I will show you this sort of immediately. There's this big rectangular cuboid chamber with all sorts of poles and electronics in the middle, with sparks flying to the edges of this chamber, this loud buzzing and humming noise coming from everything, and a console just in front of it. There are two people in this room. You don't know if they're aggressive or not, though they do not seem to notice when the door opens because of the amount of noise rattling on in here. Both of them are looking at different computer screens, as we would call them, but in game you don't know what they're these sort of console type things. They're both dressed in fairly civilian uniform. Doesn't seem like they have any weapons on them. Can you just not with Maisie for a second?
Oh, okay.
Just give me 5 seconds. Just describe the room, please. They don't seem to have any weapons or anything on them, at least not visibly. And the only other things of note is that there are 3 doors. One on the right-hand side, which is like a non-see-through metal door, very much like the one you've just come up to, and 2 on the left that have little windows in them that show that they are more like prison cells than anything else. Like I said, as soon as the door opens, no reaction, but it is very loud in here, like machinery type humming and electrical noises as they're tapping away on these machines.
Getting planning permission for a place like this must be a nightmare.
Yeah, planning permission.
Wop, 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 wop.
If you
I'm just gonna walk in like I own the place.
Okay. As soon as you walk to about like sort of here, this one goes and walks to turns to the side and is like,
Just wave at him.
what?
Hey.
Who are you?
Oh, I work here.
No, you don't.
For Fletcher, yeah.
No,
I'm here to
you
pick
don't.
up one of these guys.
There's only 4 of us that work here, minus the guards, and you are none of them.
I might be.
You are not. Isn't he walks in, and also you're not
Eldritch
supposed to be here.
Caress.
You're just attacking?
Yeah, this is going exactly the same way as the other one did. Let's just save the time.
Okay. Roll the hit.
Nat 1, but I'm a halfling.
Okay.
Nat 20.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
Give me the damage. You just point out your wand and jab in the side of the head.
11.
11. He just like
I
grabs
need
his head.
that level up, guys. That's my 3rd one on a D10. I think out of 4 D10 rolls.
Grabs his head in pain as he just like falls down to a knee, looks up at Maisie and Nero, just like with this confused expression on his face as he just
I told you I work here.
falls to the ground dead.
Dead.
This guy over here sees what's going on and freaks out and kind of just like doesn't really know what to do. Kind of like steps around for a little bit before trying to hide in this corner. Just cowering behind this thing as this guy's like blood starts pouring out of his ears. You don't need fight music. There is no.
You want to say I'm not helpful again? Do you? And don't. No one say my name again, okay? And that person might get a chance to live.
Charlie turns to you and is like, I don't think he was going to attack us. I think he was harmless.
The attacking us, you know, we know that now. Maybe.
I think there was a very
Looks can be
unnecessary
deceiving.
action. I really don't think you needed to do that.
You have no way. We had no way of knowing that. These people could be doing who knows what.
We did have a way to know that, and that was to let him keep talking for a little bit.
He knew you didn't work here, which means that he was going to call for help soon, like that other one probably is. So someone go and interrogate him before I pop him as well.
Anyone moving?
I guess
Great.
I'll have
It
to.
is. Okay.
I keep meaning to talk. I've gone to look in the cells.
I'll give you that in a second, just so we can. Maisie, you walk over to this one who's carrying in the corner, just like the other ones were, kind of like crouched down. As you walk over, he's like trying to step away, goes around the computer away from you, just trying to make sure like there is something between the two of you.
Yeah, sure. I'll back up a little bit. Hey, I'm just trying to make sure that guy over there doesn't kill you. I don't want to kill you. We're just here to pick somebody up.
It's kind of like frozen in fear. There's just no words.
You ever hear a
That's
good cop, bad cop?
fair.
Well, we're not cops.
No, don't listen to him. He's just...
Oh my god, just ignore him.
I have money. I'm
Great,
fine.
give it to
No.
me.
No,
Give it.
really,
We don't need
all-
your money. We do not need
all we
your money.
want-
I need your money.
all we want...
Give me the money.
I don't have it on me. It's my house. It's,
Sir, don't worry. Can you just tell us if you have prisoners in these cells?
Prisoners. I guess is one word. I don't know who decides who's in there. There's just this come, and then we sometimes put them in there.
What are you doing?
I've-
What's going on?
Nothing. Just sitting here.
You're gonna spill your guts. You're gonna do it, or I'm gonna do it to you.
Oh, Cromwell, just shut
Tell
up.
us
Just
what this
shut
room is
up.
for.
Rowan needs to make a wisdom save.
Sure.
Not Maisie.
Oh, I know. No. He says, just the
17, damn it.
powers the facility.
Hmm.
Good fucking job. Neither doesn't have spells.
To do
Power the facility. I don't know.
so
it's
that
just
you
hired-
can.
It's hired to maintain the machines. I don't know what they're for. It's just power.
Insight, if I may.
Sure, of course.
17.
As you can tell, that's the truth.
His whole job is to power up machines, but he doesn't know what they do.
I don't power. I just make sure that the generator supplies power. And I did it alongside him, pointing at this dead body on the floor.
Okay, open the doors.
Not both of them. Can I check in either of the cells, see if Frank?
Which one are you looking at, the left or the right?
Currently left.
The left. In the left cell, you see a malnourished human girl with bright ginger hair and very pale skin. Her hair is long but ragged and unwashed, the same as her face, dirty by presumably this imprisonment. Through the dirt, you can see freckles on her cheeks and nose and a soft but angled jawline. She's dressed in rags, which look like ripped underarmor garments, showing her obviously usually muscular frame, though currently a little worse for wear and unfed. As you approach the door with this little window through it, she looks up and you see her bright green eyes and the multiple eyebrow piercings accompanied by a scrunched up and very confused face. And she says, "Well, you're not the usual." She stands up and sort of walks over to this glass partition. "What are you doing here?" As she looks over at this
Why are
dead
you
body
in
in the
here?
corner. "Why am I in here?" "Because I was..." "No, I don't think I want to answer that question until I know who you are."
That's fine, you can stay in here. I go to the next cell.
Rude. Carly's going to come over as you walk away. In the other cell, you see a gaunt figure dressed in robes sitting cross-legged on the ground. Their skin is pale and their features are almost stretched across their bony frame. Their eyes are closed, as if they're in some kind of meditative state, and they do not react as you step over.
Knock on the door. Hello?
You hear from the first cell, the woman just say, "You won't get a reaction out of him."
How long's he been in here?
Longer than me.
How long have you been in here?
A couple weeks. I don't really know the date or the time. I don't get sunlight.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hey, you, Power Stooge. Why did you say you guess you could call them prisoners?
I don't know if they are prisoners. I mean, it looks like a prison cell, but they get brought in here by guards, and that's it. I don't interact with them. I'm not supposed to talk to them. I'm just supposed to stand here and maintain the machines.
That sounds to me like they volunteered.
I don't know.
What's the other door?
I mean,
The doors through to the experimentation room, I think. I'm not allowed in there. I just see glimpses.
can you open the door for us?
I can try, though I don't have access.
Just try.
Okay. He's gonna start typing on the computer. But nothing
Yeah, do
happens
your
immediately.
best, dude.
He's just typing. Nothing like is happening apparently immediately, and you can't recognize anything on the screen.
Come on, hurry up.
It's gonna take a while. I have to get through, and then I have to try and find out if I have access to the door, and then I have to try and hack through. I don't have access to open the door. I'm gonna have to do this.
What happens if we disable the power?
Everything turns off.
I
Is the
don't
door
want to
easier
risk
to
that
open?
yet.
I assume not. They're like sealed, clamped. I presume they won't open if you turn off the power.
We've got this thing. Would this help?
What
And
thing?
show, like, I point to Cromwell to show that I've had the tablet thing.
Same issue. Access codes.
Fuck's sake.
Have you tried turning it off and on again?
It's a gigantic generator. You'll just turn it off and on again. Neva, are you still over by the cells, or have you moved away?
I think literally
I
it's just
moved away, but
Cal.
I'm going back to the cells.
She's sort of standing there, looking at what you're doing, just like, I mean, you're not going to get much out of them.
Can you please just tell me why you're in here?
Okay, let's do a back and forth situation here. Neither of us trust each other. That's reasonable. I'm not going anywhere. Also true. How about I give you a name, you give me a name, and then we go from there.
Okay.
Yeah? Now, I'm going to tell the truth. I'm going to hope you're going to tell the truth too. My name? Marthia Morealis. I assume you've never heard of me. You would recognize the name.
Can I-
Morealis.
Yeah.
100%, not even a question, you'd recognize the name. It's not a common name.
I can't remember the name.
It's Tav.
Tav.
It's Tav. Tav Morealis. So one of the Strangelings, same surname.
That's it.
Doesn't look like Tav. Not an ASMR. That's my name. What's your name?
Neither.
Okay. We're getting somewhere.
Now she has to die.
She just fucking died.
Cromwell whispers to himself.
Why are you in here?
Okay. I answer this question, then you answer this question. Reasonable?
Great.
Okay. I stupidly wanted to try and deal with a criminal underground. To be fair, I would have been okay if I didn't have a coward for a partner.
Yeah, I'm only laughing because we've been in a similar situation. I'm looking for someone.
I mean, it's not me, so I'm not sure how much I can help you. There's the weird dude in the other one. I don't really know what he looks like.
Unfortunately, it's not him either.
There's the guards.
No.
There's some.
Who knows?
dude
Maybe
in
Franklin.
armor.
Oh, fuck.
What does he look like?
I know he's wearing armor a lot of the time. He's got like a weird scar on his face. He's kind of rough stubble. I think he's got some black hair under his helmet. I don't know. He's always wearing this really stupid armor with a big gun, like brrr. He calls himself like the Executioner or something. I don't know.
I think it's time to
Sound like
leave.
our guy. Let's
Something
move on.
like that. It may be something different. I don't know. Some stupid name that people name themselves.
I'm sorry. Is this description supposed to ring any bells?
Of who?
Of anyone?
The description of who?
The executioner guy.
Yeah.
The Executioner guy. Roll me history.
23.
23. Never heard of anyone like this.
Cool. That's not who I'm looking for.
Sometimes the guards bring people through into that other room. Not that I see them very much. I feel like I've answered a lot. You said no.
You
You
have.
said you're looking for someone. I guess we've been a little fair here. Can you let me out?
Are you gonna hurt us?
How? Look at me. I have nothing. Your friend literally made that guy explode with his mind.
Well, I don't know that you can't do stuff like that.
Also fair. I
Please
have no
don't
plans
compliment
to.
him.
It wasn't necessarily.
It was a
compliment.
statement of fact.
It was a
I
compliment
Oh,
to him.
You will take it as a compliment.
I have no plans to hurt you.
Okay. I will say over to the other guy, do you know how to open these cells?
Yeah, I could probably do that.
Open this one, please.
He starts to like slowly walk over to the other dude's dead body and just like rifle through his pockets until he finds a little weird card-shaped thing, and then walks over to the cell
One time,
and
just
just
don't go through their pockets.
and opens it. And then he just like scuppers
I-
back into a corner, and she's like, "Well, that was easy. Good.
Is there any
can't
gold in
actually-
those pockets?
My pockets.
No, I'm talking to the scientist person.
Oh, he's like,
Huge. I'm gonna
He
go look
just
for the
had to
pockets.
rifle through his friend's pockets after you killed him. You think he's gonna look for fucking gold?
You think that they make friends here?
Do you know what? No. I've been stuck with you for so long and I've not made friends with you.
Exactly.
I'm just gonna like leave.
Fair.
Can you stay with us for a little bit?
Is there a reason why?
I've got questions for you.
I don't know if you're going to alert anyone we're down here, and two, I don't know if anyone's back there, and I don't know if you're going to be able to survive if you go through.
I mean, I guess I don't have much choice. There's like what, 5, 6 of you, and I have no weapons.
I'm not gonna
Yeah,
stop you if that helps.
No, it's not. I'm going to stop you. It's just more. I'm kind of concerned that you may end up getting hurt. I'm also kind of concerned that you may end up leading us to get hurt.
I mean, I think it's to your benefit to stay.
I guess. I mean,
We're
I just
looking
don't
for a
wanna
rich
die.
prick with stupid pants. Occasionally drinks piss.
You know what? I can't disagree with anything she just said.
I don't know any.
He's very arrogant, thinks he is the best of the best.
I mean, basically all the guards act like that.
No, he's not a guard. He's...
He was
If-
What if he
Yeah,
turned
yeah,
heel
no.
and became a guard?
He was a traitor right from the very beginning.
Oh my god, no, he's not. It's just.
Oh,
Maybe
right.
it's to find him.
He wouldn't work for anybody else. You're right.
What did you say your name was? You're someone Morales?
Yeah, Mafia.
Mafia. Right.
Morales.
You said you were here because you thought you could take down, or you tried to take down the criminal underworld. What made you think that you could do that?
I didn't think I'd take down the criminal underworld. I just thought I could assist towards. I mean, I heard there was a big thing. I wanted to make a name. You know, like adventurers do.
You're an adventurer. Okay, what's your skill set?
I hold a big sword.
What are you good at?
Things. It's a bit more complex than that, but I guess for now that's what I do.
When
Okay,
you get out of
and-
here, you should try working with Captain Dell. Captain Dell's trying to do this stuff as well.
Yeah, Captain Dell would be
Okay,
great for
I
you.
heard that the constabulary is not so good around here.
Most of them, yeah.
It's a shame.
Captain
really.
Dell helped us from some of them, though.
Yeah. I thought the ASMR would be better this long down the line, but I guess it's not all ASMR and humans suck.
Trust me, this place isn't what I was expecting either.
I died here, so.
Great.
Okay,
Yeah.
so staying or going? What are you doing?
If I'm going to stay, I'll stay.
Okay, with us, not against us.
Neutral. I'm going to sit here with the door open. I have no weapons. I'm very
If a fight
hungry.
breaks out, the guards come in. With us or against us?
Neutral. I want to be not
Running
fighting.
away
I will,
from
yes,
everything, yeah.
I will die. I am not in a situation
Okay.
to fight. I have not eaten in like 2 days.
No knife for you.
Okay, fine.
I'll walk away.
I don't really care.
It's better if you just don't listen to him speak at all.
Yeah.
It's generally
Just
just
try and
nothing.
switch him off. Let me try.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know who any of you are. Like I barely see.
That's good.
I've barely ever
How's progress
seen,
on that door
I've barely
coming?
ever seen goblins around here. Freaking, I don't know what the hell's going
Oh
on.
yeah, I forgot.
Yeah.
How we coming on that door, Stooge?
So trying. I think we're getting closer.
I'm gonna tap on the window of this door again. Also.
No reaction.
Dude, do you want out?
No reaction. You can't even tell if he's breathing. He's sitting upright, but there's no like movement. It's very still.
As far as I'm concerned, enemy of our enemy is our friend.
That's what I'm wondering.
We don't know that they are an enemy of our enemy.
They're in a cell. If they were not an enemy of our enemy, then they would be able to come and go as they please.
To be fair, that giant weird spider thing was also kind of in a cell.
Okay.
Right? And we don't know that he can't get out. We just know that he isn't coming out when given the opportunity.
Yeah.
With people who have killed people who work here.
Yeah.
I just want to find Franklin.
I just
You hear
wanna
a-
sleep.
Hey, Stooge,
You hear a.
what's this? And I'll get out. Oh, sorry. If we're hearing stuff.
Look, I was just gonna say you hear a dooty doot as the door on the other side
Great.
opens.
Oh yeah, progress.
Cal, get out that glove thing. Stooge, what does this do?
He tries to like vaguely take it off you. He's kind of like, "Can I?"
No, you can look at it. I'm
Um,
holding it.
I can't really tell. Probably, I don't know. Some of them have like, I don't know. It's kind of like magic stored up.
How do I make it go?
I don't know. Don't give me those things.
Okay. Do we need this guy for anything else?
Yes,
Do not
to
kill him.
live.
Please.
Yeah, as in, like, are we sending him on his way?
Oh yeah, he can.
Yes.
Go. Wait,
You
are
guys
you?
jump to the worst conclusions.
You killed a man who didn't do anything. Of course, we're
Are
jumping
you
Get
to
out
going
of
to
here,
alert
Stooge.
anybody?
To be fair, you did kill the other man with absolutely no reason to.
No, we're in the bed. If you guys are going to be unreasonable, let's just keep going. Stooge, are you going to tell anyone that we're here?
I mean, no. What else am I going to
Good,
say? Yes.
so-
Then get the fuck out.
I'm getting so close to asking for a wisdom throw every time Cromwell speaks.
Honestly, I'm getting so close
can't-
to just saying fuck it with this session. I'm going bed.
I can't believe that you guys are saying that it's bad to kill the people in the enemy base we're in.
You just make everything 10 times harder. I'm just letting you know that.
It's not the objective, Cromwell, to kill them on the spot. I mean, we're not murderers.
I fell off the map.
We very much are.
Can we please just go through?
Yes.
You look into the next room, and it's much cleaner than the rest. There's like white floor, white walls. On the immediate right, there's some sort of like weird cubicle with a chair. Don't really know what that is. Back right, there's 2 chairs. Look very weirdly technological with screens to either side of them, and presumably some kind of. There's also a screen in front of them as well, some sort of, I don't know, testing thing. At the back left, there's all sorts of big tubes and pipes, similar to how you've seen around the place. Some electrical buzzes every now and again. But you don't care about any of that. What you care mostly is in the center of the room, there is a table. It has arms above it, very similar to the ones that fixed up Maisie, and a figure. Lying on the table is kind of Franklin. It's Franklin's head, for sure. He's got the same hair, the same face, but the rest of his body is changed. It's metal, robotic, except for his left arm and his face, which is kind of melded with a lot of this electronic stuff, but it's a lot smoother and cleaner than you saw with that weird spider thing. And he's just lying there.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Ray Fisher, is that you?
Bash walks past, looks over at him, and he's just like, oh, Franklin, what have you done? God, I'll come over as well.
This motherfucker made the Winter Soldier.
No, it's the inverse, because his left arm isn't
Yeah.
robotic. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
Bash, what do we do?
Take him home, I guess. I mean, someone might be able to do something with him.
You want to check if he's alive first already?
Either way, we've got to take him home.
Yeah, but if he can walk out, it's easier than trying to carry him out.
Can I do a medicine check or nature check, whatever?
You can roll a medicine.
16.
Okay. As soon as you touch him to sort of start checking anything, like you probably grab his hand
Follow, please.
to touch his hand.
Look around.
To be fair, you can look around with your eyes without Maisie bouncing around. As soon as you touch his hand, his eyes just spring open. And you can see one of his eyes is perfectly normal, but the other is a weird replacement robotic eye with just a single red light out of the front, coming out of it. He slowly raises upwards to a sitting position. Very strangely, doesn't use his arms, any of that stuff. It's just hinges at his hips. And then turns so he's sitting on the edge. And you can see him looking at you, Neva, but it's just this cold stare. Just nothing behind his eyes. As he tilts his head, almost as if he's trying to analyze the situation.
Franklin?
There's a pause. More of this sort of, the head tilts the other side. And you can see this robotic eye kind of like the equivalent of like dilating and contracting very quickly, like it's analyzing a lot of stuff. And this very robotic vocalized voice just kind of vaguely mutters out a Neva?
Oh my god, what have you got yourself into?
As he stands on the ground, tries to, next to you. Why is this freaking thing? I'm just going to make you step back and make him step forward so that he can fucking stand there. As he stands...
Did you make a morph of this thing?
Next to you. And you
You
see
motherfucker.
this eye contract as he looks around at everyone else, and this sort of strange panic starts to come in as he looks you dead in the eyes and just says, I will protect you. As out of his legs, these two sections just open up as he pulls out two very strange and futuristic looking guns and points them, one at Bash, one at Maisie, and everybody's going to roll initiative.
Woo!
As everyone else in the back's just like, oh, fuck.
I knew he wasn't dead the whole time.
Knew it.
This completely fucks with Neva's plan!
I knew it fucking would. Maisie!
It's -1 or -2, so 12 or no, 11. 11, sorry.
Neva.
22.
No.
20.
Akane. That, and then run it. So, the order of reaction here. Neva, you are the first to react. Unsurprisingly. Actually works out quite well story-wise. Cromwell, Jameth, Carley, Maisie, then Franklin, then Bash. So Neva, first up, you see him pointing, one hand, left hand pointing at Bash, right hand pointing at Maisie. Obviously neither pointing at you.
So I'll just try and like touch him and be like, they are friends and family.
Give me a persuasion.
Not 20.
Get me roll on that 20. Not on that 20. You can see he pauses for just a second, like the guns go down ever so slightly. They're still pointing in their directions, but they are not straight arm directly aimed. Nothing else particularly from there happens, at least not for now. Anything else?
I don't know what else.
It was an action to persuade in that particular case.
Yeah.
Can we tell if there's a mechanical benefit for that persuade having worked?
Not right now. You just know, you can see that he is slightly lowered his guard.
Yeah. That's me done.
Okay, Cromwell. That's for the podcast.
Perfect one to go right
Please,
after.
Joe.
That smile just creeping up his face.
You know.
Well.
He's not
Cromwell
going to.
would love to let loose. However, I think there has been enough. Sorry, Rolo's being a hooligan. That rather than going with my first instinct, we'll go with my second instinct. So I'm going to cast hold action. To hold my action. For if he gets violent or he looks to be about to attack someone, I will go for a simulate drowning.
Okay. Jameth is going to slowly approach. Stay a little bit back, but just sort of be there. No aggressive movements, and also going to hold an action. If he's violent, she's violent. Actually, if he's violent, she transforms. Carley is going to sort of step into the room just to the left, keeping distance, and just be like, "Right, I think we can all, stay calm. It's, Neva, I think you're right, of course. Everybody friends here, Franklin. It's all okay." And he is going to ready an action to guiding bolt if he attacks. Maisie.
I'm gonna look at the gun pointed at my face, and then
It's not
look at
currently pointing at
Neva.
your face.
Well, in my direction.
Yeah.
And just be like, better get him under control, and I'll step back over here and just take cover.
He doesn't follow you with the gun. It kind of like drops to the side, but it seems the other arm is still up, pointing at Bash. Whenever anybody moves as well, he's like moving his head around fairly quickly, just like constantly analyzing this eye going wild, contracting and dilating. His turn. He... Okay. Oh, that's correct. You see him looking around, kind of panicked. And you can see, like, he's obviously struggling between, like, attack other people, don't attack other people, don't move, Franklin thoughts, weird extra thoughts, and he kind of like, gun still in hands, kind of like puts his hands to his head, kind of like grabbing palms to the side of his head as though he's like really struggling with like some pain or confusion. But that's all he does. Bash is going to not pull out his weapon, but be prepared to grab him if he needs to. Everyone's kind of just prepared actions. Neither.
She'll try and persuade again. Franklin,
Okay.
put the guns away.
Give me persuasion. I'll give you advantage, seeing you should just so well on the last one.
Uh, 19.
Mm-hmm. He kind of looks at you, and you can see in his one human eye left a lot of pain, and he's holding on to them, and he's just like, no, can't, but mustn't, but am. The guns don't go away. He doesn't point them at anyone, but they don't go anywhere. Cromwell, you can continue to hold an action if you want.
Yeah, I'm just going to quickly turn my head and see what Mariath, was that it? What she's doing. Is she snuck away?
Marthia.
She's
Same
gone
difference,
as hell.
She's sitting on a bench in her cell, picking at her fingernails.
Weird.
Should just go
strange.
hang out with her.
Okay. Alex has determined that she's got more to do with the plot, so she's sticking around. Okay.
What? There's a plot?
You told her to stick around.
Yeah, and
Sticking
then
around.
you put her back up.
She's going to show up in one of our classes next week.
Oh,
so
she looks older than any of you. More like
she's going to teach one of our classes next
Yeah, she's going to end up teaching one of our classes.
what's Cromwell doing?
She's going to write us out to Velka.
Well, we've consistently been told that we don't understand anything to do with this technology, so there's no point going to, like, the console.
We're not allowed to be smart in this game. Everyone's smarter than
I
us.
let you roll to look at it, but this it's not just like, oh, you're dumb. It's like, this is stuff that you've never seen before.
Yeah.
We're dumb.
I understand. I understand why. I'm just kind of reasoning out loud.
Of course, you could just poke around the
Attacking-
buttons and see what happens.
Attacking will make Purdy angry. Not Neva, Purdy.
Come on, I need a something from you.
Yeah, so I'll just do same as last time.
Hold the action. Jameis will also hold.
And I will be keep. In fact, you know what? No, I'm going to hold an action. I'm going to come over here, and I'm going to keep a watch for and a listen for anyone coming around, and hold an action to attack them if they do.
And all that scuttling noise is just Cromwell scuttling across the floor.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Jameis gonna hold Maisie.
Gonna hide continuously.
Okay. Do you have to roll for that? No, it just gives disadvantage, doesn't it?
Well, no, I can roll for it, but I mean, it's more so just to have cover. I don't care if he knows where I am. I just don't want to be in his line of sight.
It's his turn. Obviously, still grabbing his head and struggling. He. There are a few things. God. One more time. He is going to look around at the number of people around him. He's going to. You can see like this like panic as his human eye also like dilates. Or would it contract? Whichever you do when you're in panic. And the guns are going to come out, and he's going to take a shot at 1, 2, 3, 4. You can't see Maisie. Does he care?
No, I probably have full cover. You can take a shot at me. I have like plus
it's more you're
20
behind.
AC.
I'm doing basically. My point is, there's obviously the struggle between mechanical brain and human brain. He also doesn't like Maisie at all. I
That's
feel
why
like
I'm just trying to
of all
not
the
be
things-
involved.
Yeah, he just suddenly like whips around, both guns pointing at Maisie. You're like, oh. But of course he's gonna have now full cover. Is
You're
like
gonna
a
make me look up.
-4.
You're gonna make me look up what a full cover AC is, aren't you?
Yeah.
Full cover is you're
Would it
totally
really
behind
matter?
something,
Because-
and I don't
Half-
think you can
maybe
be
half
shot
cover.
at full cover. So there's half cover and 3/4. 3/4 is +4, half cover is +2.
Okay, half cover you get +2 then.
Neither would sacrifice anyway.
You can't because I
How?
think you have to be within 10 feet of the person taking the damage.
Yeah.
I thought it was as long as you're within 10 feet of the person dealing. the
Hold on.
damage.
Let me look it up
Don't
because I still
believe
have
so.
it on my
I
desktop
have
somewhere.
I have it right here. It's within 10 feet of the person taking the damage, not giving the damage.
Well, that's stupid. Because if I'm in front of him, like if I'm next to him and he's about to shoot, I can jump in front of the bloody thing anyway.
Uh-huh.
Freaking
He is-
stupid.
He's gonna take.
He is doing a full 180 to do it.
Yeah.
To be fair,
He's
Fine, she
going
jumped on his
to
back.
it's at a +4, Joe, to half cover.
Half cover is +2, 3/4 cover is +4, full cover is, I'm not sure you can even be targeted because they can't see you.
He's gonna fire
I think.
each gun
I'm
once.
happy to be wrong if I am wrong.
Oh, that's fine. He's gonna fire each gun once. One of them is going to be a 24. The other one's going to be a. Where did it go? 15.
1 hit.
Okay, so one gun fires, bang, and it hits just like some of the metal, pings off. The other one gets its way through and hits you in the shoulder. Gonna take 7 damage. As you just bam straight through the shoulder. Now I have a feeling that's going to trigger about 17 different attacks. So, in what order? I guess it'd be the order of however here. First one is Cromwell still holding that.
No, I changed my action and I don't even think I can see him from there.
Jamuth is just going to transform into this huge beast, like as soon as he whips around. Morph didn't work. There it is. Carle is going to immediately fire out the guiding bolt. What is he going to try and hit with a guiding bolt? Ooh, he's going to hit with a guiding bolt. 22. Just this watery, aggressive kind of like speariness. I don't know. Just comes out, fires at him. It's going to be 13 damage as it just slams into some of the electronics and weird metal plating and busts some of it, dents a little bit. Next attack has advantage, and the next attack, Maisie wasn't holding anything, but Bash isn't going to attack, but he is going to do a grapple, which is what he wanted to do. So it's going to be strength v strength, or strength v dex. He does not grab on. He tries to grab on, and Franklin just like uses this robot arm to just push him backwards. Unfortunately, he does not grab on. It's now Bash's turn, who is just going to once again try and grapple. He doesn't want to attack him. This time he does succeed. He just grabs him around and tries to put him in kind of an arm lock. Just normal grapple, nothing special about it. And holds on to him. And just says to him, like, come on, Franklin. Snap out of it. Neither.
Well, Bash has just done what Neva was gonna do. I don't know what the fuck to do.
Difficult decisions, difficult decisions.
There's no way she would attack him.
Okay. You know there's non-lethal attacks. That's.
Yeah, I know.
You could also attempt to disarm. It would just be like grapple rules.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay. Give me a athletics.
4.
No, he didn't roll too well, but it was better than that. It's a 12. So you attempt to go for one of the guns, he just pulls it out of the way, and he looks at you. You can see again this like human eye still has like worry and panic, and also you recognize these emotions in his face. Like he's scared, but he pulls away the arm, and you see this other eye just like, you know, still contracting and expanding, looking around. That'd be your action. Any bonuses or anything? Movements? No.
Oh, she ain't moving anywhere.
Cromwell.
Okay, well the party has started.
Yeah, you
and
heard
it
the
wasn't my
gunshot.
fault. Wasn't my fault. Demonstrably, factually, not my fault. So he's gonna there, so you can see both down the corridor mostly, and
Over by the
also
power.
can see.
You can feel whilst you're standing this close to this like power generator thing, all your hairs are kind of like standing on end, like there's a static charge in the air.
Horrible time for the plot twist that Cromwell actually wears a toupee. It's totally bold.
I would believe it. If you drop that on
same.
us, I would believe it.
Cromwell's not hiding anything.
So I'm gonna go for a Wretched Caress first.
Okay.
17.
On the money, just gets it.
It looks like a 1, but it is in fact a 7.
Sure.
A 7 damage.
Yeah, you see him like wince in pain as you've obviously broken through to what's left of his mind.
Oh, okay. Do I see that from this distance?
You see him react, and you know you've done damage.
Okay. I will leave it there.
Okay.
Next turn.
Jameith, big Jameith is just going to charge around this way, stand next to him, and just attack. Just like try and chomp around on one of his arms. Well, I went flying, but it's definitely a hit at a 23. This dice is rolling well. Yeah, and those dice did not roll well. That's 4 damage. Chomps into the metal, and you hear this distinct like, but it kind of bends a little, but it's strong metal, doesn't do a huge amount of damage. Carle is going to... Ooh. Carle is going to go over and stand behind Neva and touch you on the shoulder and give you guidance. No, what? In fact, actually, he's gonna use a spell slot and cast Bless.
And what does that do?
You get a D4 on the next attack or saving throw.
For a minute. 3 people can.
3 people, yes. So it'll be the 3 that are standing around. Franklin, so that's Neva, Jameith, and Bash. He's going to stay there. Maisie, you've just been shot.
If I lay down behind this thing, will that give me full cover?
You could get yourself full cover, yes. I'd say possibly, a little bit further over like that, but you can hide behind this table. It's got enough like stuff that you can just get down on, get prone, so you'd be officially prone. But yes, that would give you.
So I want to get prone, and I want to ready my gauntlet to fling out the chain to grapple him if he somehow gets over here.
Sure. It's his turn. He's going to try. Actually, is he going to? No, he's not going to try.
here.
He's not going to try and break out of this grapple yet. He's going to put a gun up to Jameith. Doesn't get disadvantage because he's special.
He's got crossbow expert.
He's going to fire. He's got crossbow expert. He's going to fire. One pistol. Where's the thing gone? There it is. 22 to hit, which is going to hit her. She's going to take 9 damage. A gunshot just goes bam straight through, like across her neck because it's point blank, and blood just spurts out, and she lets out this roar. He's then going to.
The problem.
He looks at you, Neva, directly in your eyes. You have 2 of them. And it's not the human eye that you so much see. That kind of like glazes over a little bit as this mechanical robotic eye just stares into your soul. Could you make a... That's a weird one to do, but insight check.
Is that just in my skills thing?
Yeah, insight.
Oh yeah, it's there. Sorry, I kept seeing intimidation and investigation, and I've got blessed, haven't I?
Yes, you... no, but that doesn't apply to this.
Oh god dang it!
Oh, wait.
Okay, well,
No, it's not a saving throw, so yes.
5.
13. This whole interaction shifts. You are mechanically, but also actually frightened of him. You realize in this moment that Franklin's not there. Franklin isn't available at the moment. This is basically just a robot that's gonna... You can see it from the way he's acting. Give him the chance, he's gonna murder every single one of your friends except for you. You would be the only person still standing, and you don't even know what would happen then. You're officially frightened, which means you can't move any closer, and I believe you get disadvantage if you were going to attack. But yes, also roleplay-wise, you're terrified of him. Anyway,
Would that affect, like, if I ever did a sacrifice or anything?
I mean, that's realistically up to you. I would say from like a role-playing perspective, kinda, yeah, like you're terrified of him. You still know that like you love Franklin, but like this ain't Franklin right now.
Sacrifice
thinking
can
more-
mean moving, can't it?
Oh, you can move away from him.
Because you can't. Yeah, you can't willingly move towards him.
So you could move away from him to go around to Maisie, but then you couldn't go closer. So we deal with that situation if it came to it, but if you had to move forward to sacrifice, yes, it would affect that.
Okay.
Kinda too little, too late.
It's Bash's turn. He's gonna look to you, Neva, and see this terrified look on your face. He's gonna give out a big sigh and just basically just like grab his knife and just like try and stab it into non-vital organ kind of sections. Effectively non-deadly damage, but still it's a dagger. Let's say 17 and an 18, both of which will hit, and then he's going to do 17 damage. As you just see blood spurting out as he sees you, and he's like, "Nah, this can't keep going." Just stabs Franklin in the side, one up in the arm, just desperately trying to like make him submit. He will release the grapple to do that. Neva. You see the two of everything's in slow motion probably as the two just from the sides just start attacking. He's shot your sister. There's nothing behind his eyes. He shot Jameeth as well.
If I move away from him, did he get an attack of opportunity on me?
He could. Whether he would take
Potentially.
that attack of opportunity, you don't know. All you know is he said he must protect you.
Fuck it, she's gonna go to Maisie.
Sure. He doesn't attack you as you move away. He tracks you. He follows you, not with a gun, just with his eyes, and sees you go over there.
Maisie's about ready to get up. She's got like her hands on the ground and is about to spring up after hearing the gunshot.
Sure. You doing anything else?
Can I hide?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can take the hide
I'm
action.
gonna hide.
Um.
Hide and cry.
I tell you, are you trying to like hide mechanically and that there'll be disadvantage attacks, or are you trying to like hide as in he can't see you anymore?
Full coverness.
Like, do you want him to not know where you are anymore, or do you want to mechanically just not be as easy to damage? Or
Oh, I don't like that distinction.
Yeah, I don't either.
There is a difference because like
Yeah. No,
if you're trying to hide like from his side, then you'd have to do a step. Is my point.
oh no. She's not trying to hide from his sight. She's trying to hide from me. Like anything.
It could also be the other kind of hide, in which case you're taking the skin off of something.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna take.
Just
skin
finish
off
the
myself.
job. Finish the job on Maisie and just like
Stand on,
take the
so
knife.
really, I mean, you know.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So you just crouch down. Unless you're going prone, you'll have half cover.
Yeah, I'm down for half cover.
Okay, you have half cover. Cromwell.
Okay, well, it very much seems like we're going full throttle after all. Again, not my fault. I have been relatively uninvolved in this on purpose. So I'll do Wretched Caress. That'll miss. That's only like a 10. And then I will do my second Tentacle of the Deeps.
Sure. Tentacles of the Deeps.
So I will Tentacle.
So
like,
then
just
where I need to
in
give
the-
you a physical tentacle.
Yeah, it's around somewhere.
No, I know. That's
Unless
why
you deleted it.
I did not delete it for this exact reason. Oh. Where'd it go? My fucking mouse just disappears every now and again. There it is.
Cool. That is exactly where I wanted it to be.
Well, I'm just
Nice. That's also unlikely to hit. 14.
It does not hit. Yeah, you attempt to
Cool.
swing and smack him, and he just dodges out of the way. It just about touches the metal, but nothing's happening there.
Cool. That's it.
Janeth's just gonna keep attacking. 20. Oh wait a minute. How's it? Let's say 17 just hits. Gonna do 8 damage this time. That's nice. Yeah, you can see she's just like tearing away at the bits between the like mechanicalness. There's some blood coming out. It's mostly like bits of scrap metal and like oil and things just sort of starting to leak out. Kale is going to. What would Kale do? Probably a magic missile, which will have. I'll have 3 of them. Yeah.
Pew pew pew. Pew 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 pew.
Which. I don't know. What do you? Oh no! Of course they just hit, don't they? So
They
these
just
3
hit,
things
yep.
just fly out. These 3 little stars. Not 3 of them. Gonna do 8 damage all in all. It's not a lot, but it just bashes into
Not
the
bad.
armor. Yeah, it'd be
Not bad for a magic
what it
missile.
is, exactly. You see more and more damage being done. Amazing.
Yeah, hearing Jay being shot, that's a no-go.
Yeah.
Just gonna stand up from prone. And move just 10.
Stop moving away from me!
Sorry, I need to get a better angle on fuckface. I'm going to pull out the crossbow, which still has that.
His name is Piss Drinker.
Sorry, excuse me.
It's
Old
one
habits die
douchebag,
hard.
Actually,
Yeah. Going to pull out the crossbow, which still has the electricity glow, and
Yeah.
actually, no, it doesn't. I don't think, because I technically had a long rest, so I'm going to reactivate that first.
Oh, okay. Sure. Thank you for being honest.
And need to take. Oh no, 4 more damage to myself.
As your crystal starts to light up, and you feel this searing pain in your shoulder, and the voice starts to come back as you do this, just like yes.
Yes. Natural 20.
Ooh, baby.
Sorry, Bertie.
But Neva, I can't believe your sister is murdering your boyfriend.
She
Whoa.
or he shouldn't have shot Jay.
Hashtag cringe.
Why did I roll both the dice? That's not how we do crits.
Nope.
I'm just gonna re-roll one of them to be better about it. 3 electricity, so 6 electricity, if that matters. And then 4, 7 piercing.
13.
So Yeah, yes. 13.
Just fire this thing off.
Did you do your sneak attack?
Goes through
Die?
the shoulder.
I don't have that.
Yeah, no sneak attack.
That's not a thing that I do.
You have a level in rogue, don't you?
Do I?
I mean, you did, so unless you've totally replaced your character stuff. Okay, dokie.
Yeah, this bolt just goes straight through the shoulder and gets stuck, and there's this electrical charge through, and you see him sort of seize up a little bit. It's his turn. He's going to... Gonna be a lot of attacks of opportunity, but he's going to turn around and jump over. I'll give him a dexterity to make sure he does it fine. Yes, he's fine. Jump over this table and land next to you, Neva. Bash is not going to try and attack, but he is going to try and grab him. Yeah, not with that fucking roll. Jameith is going to try and do an attack of opportunity. 9. Nope, they both miss. Just the tentacle doesn't get an attack opportunity, so it doesn't matter. So he dives over. Neva, you look absolutely terrified as he just stares you in the eye, but then you see a little glint of that, like, humanness in the one eye that's left, as he kind of just about gets out another little must protect Neva. As one of the guns goes back into a holster, he grabs you. There's these electrical sparks around him. And for everyone else's perspective, the two of them just disappear.
Oh my god, they both blew up. Joe says.
There's a little spark, kind of just residual.
Well,
just before we end up the session, there's a pause when you all sort of stand there with very little knowledge of what to do. Bash is just like, you see just the slightest glimmer of something floating in the middle of the air as like a tear starts to appear downwards through the middle of nothingness of black that levers itself open into a weird black tear hole in the middle of reality, as stepping through is a, how do I say, strange sight.
Yeah.
Maisie, you're the most likely, just from pure secondary description, to recognize kind of a face that you would know. There's this...
It took you a second to get there, Rowyn, didn't it?
Yes, it did. I thought it was going to be a dragon.
There's this dark blue skin. There's a kind of halo. This is sort of an ASMR, but there's some weirdness going on. It doesn't look the same as it would. You are getting vague memory descriptions from Neva as she goes on and on and on, that this looks strangely like the form of Tavris Moralis, except black eyes and well, just all sorts of fucked up everything. You're pretty sure this is the Nightwalker. And that's where we're going to end up our session.